What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be rescuing a massive police car crash in American Plains Muddy. This is going to be one of the biggest crashes I've seen in any of my missions I have done in APM. So if you guys are excited and are ready to be part of this, smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be playing APM, and today we have a huge emergency that we have to save. So we don't have too much time, we only have till like 6 p.m. and if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we have our work truck right here. We're going to be taking this thing. Hold on, let me turn this thing back on. And this thing is a huge crash because a police car ended up crashing with a work truck that was carrying a trailer filled with trucks. So this is going to be an insane save, so we have no time. We're going to see if there's anyone over there at the incident or everyone's been transferred to the hospital. But let's make a left turn right here, just like so, and we're going to be seeing what kind of truck or semi we're going to be using to save this mess. But apparently it's going to be right down this road. Yeah, I think it's going to be right down this road. All right, but I am kind of nervous because I did hear over the radio that it was going to be a big car crash, so I am kind of nervous. Oh my goodness, look how huge this incident is. Wait, hold on, I gotta turn on my emergency lights. All right, look at this incident. Yo, this is crazy. There is no way. What the heck? Holy moly, guacamole. And this is a police car that got completely destroyed. Yo, this is crazy. All right, so I think we're gonna get the brand new semi with a flatbed and then bring it so we can tow these vehicles, because there is a lot. We have to tow 1, 2, 3, and 4 vehicles today. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of work today. So let's get back in the work truck, or actually, you know what, no, let's do that. Well, let's get in the work truck. We're gonna turn around right here, so let me carefully do a 3-point turn, and let's make our way to the mechanic shop so we can get the semi with a flatbed so we can start saving all of these cars. All right, let's make a left turn right here. For a second I thought it was a right turn, but it's a left. But this actually is one of the biggest car crashes I have seen in APM. Let me know if you've seen any bigger car crashes than this. But we have the mechanic shop right here. Let's see where the semi is. I actually don't know where it is. Let me check in this garage. I don't see anything so far. It is completely empty. And what the heck, dude, it is completely empty. There's nothing here. All right, so I'm not gonna close it because we're gonna put some cars in there later. So let me check the bag. Maybe the bag does have someone. Oh my goodness, it's right here, dude. It is literally right here. So we're gonna get in the semi. Let me just leave my truck right here, turn it off, and let's work our way inside of this semi. And this is probably one of my favorite semis in APM. Dude, this thing looks super good. But we're gonna make our way back to the incident. And the only thing I don't like about this semi is that it takes forever to gain some speed. It has like so many gears. I think there's about 13 gears that it goes through. But anyways, let me also turn on my beacon lights, just like so, and let me turn on my amber lights. How do I turn this thing on? All right, that should be good right there. All right, we are on our way back to the accident. We're gonna go and save everyone, so do not worry. We're gonna make a right turn right here. This is kind of embarrassing. All right, let's make a right turn right here, and there we go. Awesome, that was a successful turn right there. All right, so we are back to the accident. I don't know what we're gonna start off with. Maybe with a police car, honestly. I think that is something that we are going to start off with. So let me go around and we might start. Yeah, let's do that. That's actually a good idea. Let's begin by picking up the police car. So we're gonna put this thing right here, turn this thing off. And how do I get this thing down? I forgot how to use this. Oh, here it is. So first off, we gotta raise the bed, and then let me extend it just like so. Let me just extend that all the way. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna need to use, and there we go. It is now finished extending, so let me raise this a little bit more. All right, there we go. We have the flatbed all the way to the ground. So let's try to remove this patrol car. This thing does not, oh, there we go, it's turning on, but it does not want to move at all. Yeah, this thing does not work. I think we have to put it with our winch. So let me grab my winch and let me try to connect it. Hopefully this works. If not, I'm kind of screwed. But there we go, it is now connected to the patrol car. I'm gonna try to retract it. All right, so let's start retracting this thing. Let's see how if it's able to go on the flatbed. I'm really hoping it does, but so far everything is working, so this is actually pretty exciting. But I don't want to get too excited because anything could go wrong at any moment. But let's hope that it is completely aligned. And I don't think it's aligned. Yeah, this thing is a little bit crooked. I'm gonna try to turn the wheels on this thing actually. All right, there we go. I was able to move and turn the wheels. I'm gonna hope that this works now. now because it was a little bit crooked. So let's continue retracting this thing, and okay, so far so good. What the heck? And I do not know what is happening right now. This thing is not working. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with this thing. I think we have to pick up a new trailer because this thing is not working. Alrighty, everyone, I am now back. Oops, I was able to bring a brand new trailer, so hopefully this works out. If not, then I quit with this mission. Actually, you know what? I am not a quitter. So let me get this thing backed up. We're gonna try to get this thing on the flatbed. Let me carefully do this and turn off the engine. So let me begin by lowering the ramp just like so. Nice. And then does this thing have a winch? It does not have a winch. All right, so we're gonna try to move this. Hopefully the engine is now working. All right, not bad. All right, I think it's working now. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna try to get this thing on the bed just like so. Awesome. And honestly, we can probably fit one more car. Yeah, we can fit one more car. All right, so let me try to grab one of these. So I'm gonna try to get in, and okay, this thing is super stuck. All right, what if I oh yeah, this is super stuck. Wait, I think I can turn it. No, this thing does not want to budge. All right, so let's think. Wait a minute, you know what? I think my truck has a winch, and it does have a winch. Okay, so I have a plan. So I think we gotta get closer, and I'm gonna try to use the winch so we can get this thing connected and rolled back over. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna hop out, grab my winch. It's a cable, not a winch. And then we're gonna go all the way back here, and we're gonna try to connect this thing. Let me see if this thing connects. Let me do this. Attach. Come on, please. I just want this thing to flip over. All right, so I'm gonna retract it. Let's see if it kind of, oh nope, it does not want to flip over. All right, so let me quickly disconnect this, and let me try to reconnect it. Maybe it has another point I could use. All right, I'm gonna try from this side. Maybe this works. I'm hoping it does. If not, it's probably gonna be really bad. Oops, I disconnected it. You know what? Let me just disconnect this just like so, and disconnect my trailer. Let me do that, and I'm just gonna pull the Ford from this angle. Hopefully this works. This should work. Technically it should. So let me grab my cable one more time, and then let me connect it just like so, and let's see if this thing works. So we're gonna retract the winch, and come on, flip over, please, and let's go. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. All right. Oh no, this thing is rolling. All right, let me get in and park. Oh my goodness, that was super bad. All right, I'm gonna try to get this thing on top of the trailer, so let me carefully back this thing up. Thankfully the engine is still working, so I'm gonna park this thing right about here, and I'm gonna get this thing back and raise. So how do I raise this? Okay, like this. All right, awesome. So now we have both trucks right there, and then we're gonna try to connect it back to the trailer. All right, so let me quickly do this. Let me go in front and back up. Awesome. So I'm gonna do a super wide turn right here. This is not good. All right, let me back up, and then we can now head over to the mechanic shop so we can drop these things off and come back for these two. But oh my goodness, you guys, this mission has been a complete headache. This is probably going to be my longest rescue I have ever done in APM, but it's going to be completely worth it because they're going to pay me a lot of money in today's video. But we have the mechanic shop on our left side, so good thing I left one of them open already. So I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna back up into the garage. Look at this, I am a pro at this game. Oh my goodness, I'm super good. All right, I think that should be good. Let me turn this thing off, and let me lower the ramps. The ramps are now lowered, so let me get these things unloaded from the trailer. I think I'm gonna park this right here, and then I'm gonna park this thing right down next to the second garage. All right, I think this is going to be perfect right here. I also need to turn off the lights. All right, let me turn the light bar off. Awesome. Yeah, this thing has to go and get fixed. Alrighty, we have one more trip to go. Let me just raise the ramp so we can make our way over there. Let me hop in, and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back. I'm gonna try to flip over this trailer with the truck connected. Hopefully this works. I think it is going to work. I just know it. I have a gut feeling, so I'm gonna, if this works, I'm a genius. I'm gonna try to connect it to one of the bumpers. Let's see which location is, oh, right here. This is going to be good. All right, I'm gonna try to pull on the winch. So in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I disconnected it. Oh my goodness, I am so clumsy. All right, let me try again. So in 3, 2, and 1. Come on, flip over, please, flip over. Nope, it's not flipping over. All right, let me try the back. I think the back would work. Alrighty, let's try to flip this over in 3, 2, and 1. Come on, flip. Oh no, this is not good. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to get in the truck, and I'm gonna back up. So maybe this works like the. Oh my goodness, this actually worked. I am a genius. You know what? I think I could just drive this to the mechanic shop. You know what? Let's try this. I think it should work. Okay, so far so good. The engine turns on. All right. Oh, the wheel in the back feels a little bit funny though. You know what? Let me quickly park this thing to the side. All right, let me just turn on my emergency lights like so, and let me park to the side of the road. We're gonna try to attempt to take this to the mechanic shop. So let let me hop in. And okay, so far so good. All right, let me actually turn on my emergency lights because this is not good. This is super dangerous. And this truck is super nice. Is this a Denali? All right, let's make a left turn right here. And thank God the mechanic shop is literally right down here. But oh my goodness, you guys, I am so happy that we are almost, oh my goodness, I was about to crash again. But I am so happy that we are almost close with finishing this job. Let me just close this and open this one. All right, nice. Let me hop back in and let's get in here. Awesome. Oh my goodness, I forgot that I parked that there. All right, you know what? Let me just park this thing over here. I don't know where to put this thing. This thing is so huge. Or you know what? I think I can just park it right down here in the middle. I think that should be fine. All right, I'm gonna turn off the emergency lights, engine, and then I'm gonna get an Uber so I can go and pick up my truck. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back. My Uber just dropped me off. He sped away really fast. I think he had to do something. I think he had to go to the restroom. But I just got a call from my friend and he told me he ended up picking up the trailer because he had to use it. But he left my truck right here, which honestly is a great thing for me because I don't have to go and return it. But anyways, let's start making our way back home because I am super freaking tired. It is almost the afternoon. Good thing we managed to finish this job right before the sunset because imagine doing this job in the middle of the night. Dude, that sounds like a complete headache. But anyways, I'm gonna drive home and I'll meet you guys over there. Home sweet home. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so happy to be back home. I'm gonna park in my driveway, so let me turn around and let me get this thing parked right. Oh, I kind of hit my garage. But anyways, I think that it doesn't really matter. But anyways, what a super long day of heavy work and hauling trailers. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe and let me know what video I should do next. Maybe I'll do it this week. But for now, I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today you guys can see that I am going to be the sheriff in town because we're going to be saving a huge crash that happened earlier this morning by the river. So I think what happened was a huge semi ended up crashing and he was carrying a huge trailer filled with logs. So if you guys are excited for this rescue, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe and let's get into it. So as you guys can see, we are a police right now. We're going to be grabbing one of these patrol cars that looks super nice. I think these are brand new. We just got these delivered a couple of days ago, so we're going to be testing these things out. So let me hop in. I'm going to turn on my car and let's turn on our light bar just like so, and let's make our way to the location. We're going to go and see how bad this accident is and what kind of stuff we're going to be using to save this accident. So let's make our way down there. It's going to be located right around here, and oh my goodness, I think I just crashed. Oh my goodness, what happened? All right, let's get back to what I was doing, but pretty much do not drive distracted because I just ended up crashing. I think I ended up flipping this thing. I don't know. But we are now on our way to the bridge right here. As you guys can see, we are... Wait a minute. Oh, this thing is on manual mode. Hold on, let me fix this. Oh my goodness, I was driving in neutral. I was like, why am I not driving fast? But here we are at the accident, but I do not see anything. Let's quickly pull over. Let me turn on my emergency lights like so, and let's check. Let's see if there's any cars around here or semis, but I do not see anything. I think they must have given me the wrong look. Oh my goodness, it is literally right here. Okay, you know what, let me turn right here, back up, and then we're gonna pull over right here. Oh my goodness, this is super bad. This is super bad. We're gonna leave our patrol car right here. Hopefully no one hits it. I don't see anyone on the highway, but anyways, this is the semi. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is not good. This thing is completely stuck. As you guys can see, it cannot move. I think we're gonna need some kind of rope, and we're gonna need to bring a huge trailer so we can pull this thing and tow it and take it to the mechanic shop. We don't have too much time, so let's hurry up. I'm gonna get in the patrol car like so, and I'm gonna turn on the engine. Let's start making our way to the tool store, and then we're gonna go and pick up a semi with a huge trailer. It's kind of like a flatbed, so we can throw that thing on top over there. But as you guys can see, I'm going super fast, over 140 miles per hour, because this is a huge accident. So let me turn right here, and we're gonna go into the RP tool store. So let me carefully park this thing. Boop, there we go. And let me open up the doors just like so, and I think we're also gonna need some ramps. So let me grab these ramps. Are these the right ones? Yeah, these are the right ones. Oh my goodness, they're so heavy. And then we're gonna need like a rope. Yes, we're gonna need like a tow strap or something. All right, let me grab this one. All right, we have our tow strap and we have our heavy ramps. So let me carefully go through out of here. This is so heavy. Oh my goodness, how does anyone manage to carry this? All right, so let me quickly throw this in my trunk. 1 and 2. All right, and then let me close the doors before before I leave, because I'm a responsible civilian and policeman. So I'm gonna turn this thing on and let's start making our way to the gas station, because they're gonna have the semi with a flatbed so we can pick this thing up. So let's start making our way over there. I am going super fast, but I'm gonna quickly show you guys on the map that it's going to be located right here, so it is not going to be too far away. Not that I think about it, this thing is very close to the accidents. Oh my goodness, is that a coincidence or just luck? Anyways, we're gonna park the patrol car right here, or you know what, let's just park it in the back. Yeah, I think that is going to be a better thing. All right, let me turn this thing right here and I'm gonna place it in park, turn off the engine, and before I do leave, I'm gonna turn off the lights. All right, nice. So we're gonna leave our patrol car right there, and then we're gonna take this super long semi. Let me hop in this super long semi so we can save the other semi. So let me hop in, and oh my goodness, this thing is brand new. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it even has lights. Can I turn this thing on? I'm gonna try to turn this thing on. Oh my goodness, the lights work. Yo, that is freaking sick. I mean, we're wasting time. All right, let me turn this thing on, and I'm gonna turn the lights back off, the cabin lights, and then we're gonna slowly get out of here. And oh my goodness, this thing is so freaking heavy. We gotta be careful. All right, let's get out of here, make a turn right here. All right, and then oh my goodness, it is actually not too far. All right, so I'm gonna turn on my emergency light because I'm gonna pull over right here, and then I'm gonna turn this thing off, and I'm gonna grab my tow strap and I'm gonna connect it right around here and to the front of my semi. So I think that should work. Oh, is it too far away? I think it's too far away. I might have to leave the trailer. All right, so let's leave that there, and then I'm gonna hop right back in, and I think I'm gonna try to get closer, or you know what, I might have to go around. I might have to do that. All right, so let me do a 3-point turn right here and kind of work my way down this little hill so we can pull it from the back, because realistically my patrol car cannot pull this semi out of the water. But I'm gonna turn on my beacons on this thing as well, and let's carefully go down. All right, hold on, I almost got stuck right there. All right, come on, full power, just like so. We are now down, and I'm gonna park this thing right here. Let me hop out. Let's see if this actually finally works. I'm gonna attach my rope right there and then attach it one more time, and I think this is going to work. Let's see. We're gonna try to pull this thing so we can have come on, hold on, let me try to gain some speed and pull this. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good at all. Come on, I just need to pull this a little bit so we can get it out of that hole right there. All right, come on, a little bit more. I might have to do this for maybe a straight minute, but I think it is working. All right, hold on, I think I need more power. Let me get some speed, and come on, pull. I don't know, I don't think it's working. All right, I'm gonna check, and oh, it's actually doing better. We're almost done with this. All right, I'm gonna continue on tugging on this trailer with my semis. I'm gonna hop in and let's continue to do this because it is working. So come on, big pull. All right, hold on, let me turn right here. Oh no, don't get stuck. All right, let's hold this thing. Come on, pull. Yes. All right, let's check the progress. Let's see. Actually, I forgot to put that thing on park. Anyways, let's check the progress, and I think I should be able to drive this thing now. Honestly, you know what, let's actually try this. All right, so I'm gonna disconnect my strap and I'm gonna move my semi out of the way. Let me carefully do this. Oh my goodness, this thing is so freaking heavy. And then gonna back up just like so. Gotta make sure I don't hit the tree, and I think this is a good location. All right, I'm gonna leave my semi right around here. I turned that off. I think I turned it off, and this is the moment of truth. Hopefully we have enough power to finally get this thing out of this ditch. So I'm gonna turn this thing on and I'm gonna reverse, and oh my goodness, it's working. Oh no, is it stuck again? It's stuck again. Look at the wheels, it is stuck again. Oh my goodness, I think we gotta try to pull this one more time with the semi. So I'm gonna quickly walk over there, and then I'm gonna hop in, and let's get closer so we can try to connect our strap once again and pull this thing for good. So I'm gonna grab my strap, there we go, and attach. All right, now let's try to pull this one more time. Let's see if this works. 3, 2, 1, come on, super hard. This gotta work. Nope, this does not work. All right, so let me quickly disconnect this. I'm gonna give this one more try. I'm gonna hop into the semi, but oh my goodness, I am sweating so much. This has been by far the hardest job I have ever done. And wait a minute, am I seriously getting out? Oh my goodness, it's working, dude, finally. All right, I almost also ended up hitting my semi. That was pretty close, but how do I get out of here? Okay, so I have an idea. I'm gonna try to back up and then kind of turn right here. Oh my goodness, that was a super close. Oh my god, that was another super close turn, and we are out of the ditch. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot, I almost lost control somehow. Anyways, we are now out of that ditch, so I'm gonna back this thing up just like so. Let me turn on my emergency lights on. All right, nice. I'm gonna back this thing enough because I'm gonna hop out and we're gonna go and grab the semi. Actually, you know what, we can put the ramps right now. So let me throw on one of the ramps, 1 and then 2. I think that should be, actually that is not good. All right, I'll fix that later. First, I want to get the semi out of this hole right here, so let me turn this thing on, and let me turn this so we can get out of here because the sun is, oh my goodness, it is already 5 p.m. We have to hurry up. All right, let's go. I gotta step on the gas. All right, I am now finally out of that ditch, and I'm gonna get my semi connected to the trailer. So let me carefully do this one first try, and nice. All right, so I ended up connecting the trailer, and I don't know where my ramps are. Oh my goodness, it is right here. I dropped it. All right, so let me pick it up, and let me pick this one up, and I'm gonna get the semi a little bit closer. Let's put the first one right there, and then let's see. I think the second one is gonna go right here. All right, so let me place second one right here, and I think honestly that should be perfect. So let me hop in and let's carefully do this. I'm really hoping this thing does not tip over. All right, so far so good. Oh no, this is not good. What happened to the back? What if we take it like this? Actually, we can't. I'm gonna quickly back up. Alrighty, everyone, I was able to successfully back up. I'm gonna try to get on the ramps one more time. Feel like I'm crooked. Yeah, I am crooked. Let me try to fix this again. Now I'm nervous. All right, so let's get on the first half, and then oh no, not again. Okay, so I see. So I'm gonna try to grab this ramp right here because the back is a little bit smaller than the front. All right, so let me pick this ramp up, and then I'm gonna place it right here, and honestly I think that should be perfect. All right, let me get on top of this trailer so we can get in the semi, and oh my goodness, I am struggling. All right, I am now on the trailer. I'm gonna hop on this thing. We're gonna turn this thing on, and let's see, is this gonna work? Oh my goodness, this actually works. My plan worked. You guys, I'm a genius. Make sure you guys do subscribe and smash the like button, because look at this, we managed to put on the huge trailer on top of another trailer. Now it's time to grab the ramps. Ugh, these things are so heavy. Wait, where's my second one? I think I'm carrying two in one hand. That is pretty impressive. All right, so I'm gonna throw them on the back of the semi. Throw this, throw that, and I think we are now ready to go. Let me just give it one more 360 check just to make sure everything is safe and secure, which it looks like it is. So we can now make our way to the mechanic shop, which is going to be located right here. So we're gonna hop in. We are running out of time, so let me step on this thing. We're gonna get out of here. So I'm gonna deliver this on the side of the shop. So let me carefully, am I gonna have space? Hopefully I do have space. All right, I'm gonna have to block traffic for a while because we gotta get the semi with the logs out from this trailer. So let me, oh actually, you know what, let me grab my ramps. All right, so we have our ramps right here. Hopefully it is both of them. So let's place our first ramp right here, and then let's place our second ramp right there. Honestly, let me fix this one. I feel like this one's a little bit too crooked. All right, so we're gonna place one right here. Awesome, that is perfect. All right, we're gonna first take off this part, and then we're gonna take off the semi. But before I do, let's begin with this one. Let me carefully do this. All right, careful. Oh, careful. This is making my hands sweaty. All right, I think that first half is now done, and honestly we can completely go down. Hopefully this thing, oh, that was very hard. That kind of hurt my head. Anyways, we're gonna park this thing, turn the emergency lights off, and of course we cannot forget about the beacons. There we go. We got this thing fully delivered at the mechanic shop, or should I say at Tenny Customs. I don't know what that means, but let me grab my ramps because we're gonna go and deliver this trailer back to the gas station. So let me hop in, and I'm gonna start making my way to the location. So I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now at the gas station. Let me start slowing down, put on the blinkers, and let's go into the center. And I forgot that I ended up leaving my police car right here. All right, so let me get this thing parked. It's a little bit crooked, but my shift is done, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. And before I do leave, I'm gonna turn off the beacons, and we are now done with this thing. Oh my goodness, that was such a headache to drive because since it's so long, you have to be careful that you don't hit any of the stop signs or buildings. But anyways, we're gonna start making our way to the police station because the sun is gonna start going down. But if you guys are enjoying the videos on the second channel, make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys won't have to miss more of my content. But anyways, we are now at the police station. I'm gonna get this thing parked right next to this patrol car. So let me actually reverse this thing. All right, nice. So we have our second patrol car parked right next to this one. I don't know who that is. And I think that was a successful mission. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we just got, well, I just got a call right now about a huge car crash revolving around a huge tractor and the truck. So we're gonna go and check that out. We're gonna be taking the work truck because I'm thinking about taking the brand new trailer. I'm not sure if we're gonna need it, so let's go first assess the damage and see how bad it is. So let's make our way over there. Good thing it is not too far. It's gonna be located right around this property right here. I think the tractor was coming out of the property and the truck truck did not see him and ended up colliding with him. So this is probably not gonna be a good crash. And honestly, we're gonna be able to use a brand new trailer that they just added in APM in today's update. So let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And you guys can tell that today is another beautiful day. By the way, I made a Discord, and the link if you want to join the community is going to be in my bio. But anyways, on with the video. All right, let's see where this crashes. I don't know where this, oh my goodness, it's gonna be all the way down there. All right, let's make our right turn right here. Let me just turn. There we go. And then the car crash should be right down here. I don't know where it is. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the tractor? That's oh my goodness, I gotta slow down. I'm gonna crash as well. And oh my goodness, yo, this truck is so nice, and it just got completely wrecked. Holy moly. Let me pull over. Hold on. Let me just pull over right here so we can assess the damage. I don't know how bad this is. All right, turn that thing off. And oh my goodness, yo, the whole front hood and the fender is crumbled like paper, and the suspension seems to be damaged, and this thing is like brand new. This thing barely got touched. I mean, probably because this thing is a huge tractor. But we're gonna make our way to the trailer store, which is going to be located right here, so we can grab the brand new trailer and we can get this thing towed. Oh my goodness, this is not a good sight. So let me hop in. We're gonna turn on our truck right here, and let's make our way to the trailer store. What a way to start the day. But hopefully everyone in the accident is safe, which I think they are, because I don't see any ambulances unless they already went to the hospital. But we're here at the trailer store. Look at those bad boys right there. Oh my goodness, we're gonna be taking that today. Let's see, where is it? Oh, it's right here. All right, nice. So let me turn around and get this thing connected, just like so. And I actually gotta fix this thing because this thing is super mega long. So let me quickly fix this thing. Let me open up the menu. All right, so let's go to the trailer frame, and then we're gonna subtract one axle, and then we're gonna make this a bit, wait, can I remove another one? Oh no, I can't. And we're gonna make this super small. Like, I think that is good. Yeah, I think that should be good right there. Looks pretty funny. But we're gonna be taking the oh wait, hold on, let me close my tailgate. You guys know I do not like when my tailgate is open, so we're gonna go inside, and we can now make our way to picking up this pickup truck. I'm super excited to use my new trailer because I ended up adding a winch right here, as you guys can see, this winch right here, and we're gonna be able to connect it to the back of the truck so we can pull this thing. So I'm gonna step on the gas right now and make my way to the accident. And here we are now back at the accident. Let me turn on my emergency lights on because we're gonna go right behind this pickup right here, and we're gonna try to tow it. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I really hope this does. So let me carefully back up, just like so. And oh, is that good? Yo, I think that is going to be perfect. All right, so let me turn this thing off, and let's get the dovetail lowered. So let's get this thing. Oh dude, this thing is so small, but I think I did a really great job at, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, let me just grab the winch. Let me connect it to the back of the bed, just like so. And I kind of want to turn on the auxiliary lights. Is that how you say it? Ooh, like that looks pretty cool. All right, so no more playing around, you guys. So let me retract the winch. Come on, so far so good. Wait, did I put a brake on my truck? Hopefully. All right, come on. Oh no, is this gonna be too short? Oh, it's gonna hit me. All right, let me keep retracting. Is that it? Come on, I think that's gonna be it. All right, so I'm gonna raise the bed or the trailer, yeah, and then I'm gonna disconnect my winch. There we go. And look at this, you guys. Oh my goodness, this is the perfect size. Honestly, I think it needs another axle. Yeah, I think it needs another axle, but I think that is going to be fine. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna hop into the tractor right here. I don't know how to drive these, so let me hop into this thing and let's get this thing towed back into the farm. And oh my goodness, this thing is so heavy. Holy moly, this thing is so heavy. All right, I just gotta back this up a little bit more, and then we can turn it right here. Oh my goodness, this takes forever. Kind of hitting the tree right there. I don't know where to park this thing. Where does he park? Wait, does it fit right under there? Yeah, there's no way it's gonna fit right there. Oh, it's right here. I think it's gonna fit. Well, actually, you know what, I don't even know if it's gonna fit in this gigantic garage. Well, we can try. It doesn't hurt to try. So I'm gonna open that up, and we're gonna throw in the tractor just like so. And let's see, this is gonna be the test. Come on. Look at that. Yo, that is crazy. Oh, let me turn off the emergency lights. I turn these things off. All right, there we go. Alrighty, we have the tractor back in the garage. So let me go over here and close that just like so. And we're gonna make our way back to my work truck because we're gonna be taking that semi, or no, not semi. Oh my goodness, I forgot how to speak English. But we're gonna be taking this pickup right to the mechanic shop. And I thought this thing was crooked, but it's not, since the front suspension is completely discharged. Is the reason it looks kind of funny. But let me hop right back in, turn this bad boy on, and let's see, how do we turn around? Or you know what, we can probably just back into here and then just exit. So let me carefully do that. I'm gonna show you guys how good I am at driving. Look at that, awesome. And then let's pull out of here, make sure that no one is coming like this guy, which he didn't do, and ended up crashing. And And I just realized my lights are on and I gotta turn this off. Hold on, let me just quickly pull over. There we go. Gotta turn this thing off. I don't want my battery to die. So off. There we go. All right, now we can continue. All right, get out of there. And now we are making our way back into the city because we're gonna go to the mechanic shop and we're gonna get this pickup truck repaired like brand spanking new. But for those that have played APM, what do you guys think about the brand new update? Or I guess the brand new trailers that they've added in today's game? Is it a W or an L? Let me know in the comments. But we are coming up to the mechanic shop. Let me just turn right here, and then I'm gonna turn right here as well. And here we are. We are now at Tenny's or Tenny. I don't know. I seriously don't know what that means. But I'm gonna flip around. I'm gonna do a nice little flipperoo. And let me be careful. I don't want to hit the post because that is going to be an expensive fix for my trailer. So let me hop in, turn this thing on, and let's carefully back this thing up. Why is this thing not moving? I don't know why it's not. Wait, what the heck? What's going on with my truck? Why is it stuck? Oh, there we go. For a second, it was stuck. All right, we're almost there. And bingo, look at that. We are now parked inside of the huge warehouse. So let me quickly disconnect my... Actually, you know what? We're going to lower this thing. What am I doing? Let me lower this just like so. And then I'm going to have to move a little bit forward because I backed up way too much. So I think right here is going to be a better position. So let me quickly put this truck in neutral and roll it off. So let me hop in and careful. All right, come on, keep rolling. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. All right, there we go. I had to kind of quickly turn on the engine because that thing was actually gonna take forever. But let me quickly raise the dovetail and I'm gonna pull my truck right out of here because we're currently not using it. And I'm not sure if more cars are gonna come. So I'm gonna leave my pickup parked right around here, just like so. I don't think it's gonna bother anyone right here. As long as they see the emergency lights, I think we should be good. But I'm gonna quickly make my way back in the truck because we gotta fix the suspension on this thing. Look at this. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. So let me go inside and let's see suspension. Where is the suspension? Right here. So okay, so we gotta do this, and then there we go. Look at that. The suspension is now fixed and the paint is completely damaged. So I'm gonna change the color on this thing to red, and then let me add some reflectors on this thing just like so. And what else should we do? All right, let me check the engine. Oh, this thing is super slow. No wonder. Let me do 25% extra power and another turbocharger, and I think that is going... Oh, you know what? Let me make these orange. Where's the accessories right here, and then we're gonna do orange. Where is orange? Orange. All right, so orange is going to be this one. Awesome. I think that is going to be perfect. So let me turn this thing on. I actually want to check this out. I want to see how this thing looks out in the sun. Hold on. Yo, look at this thing. Yo, this thing is running like a complete beauty. Let me just make sure the lights are working. So let me turn on. These are my low beams and high beams. Yo, that is sick. Yo, this truck is super nice. So I'm going to go back to the mechanic shop. And since this truck is now ready to be picked up by the owner, I'm going to leave it right up front. So let me do them a favor and I'm going to back this thing up. Oh my goodness. Look at the hips on this thing. It's super wide. All right. So I think this is going to be perfect. And look at that. I think I did a phenomenal job fixing up that pickup truck. But anyways, let me quickly close the garage there. Okay, awesome. I used my mind to close it. That's how powerful I am, you guys. And then I'm gonna hop into my pickup just like so, and we're gonna make our way to the trailer store, which is right around the corner. And we are now back at the trailer store. So I'm gonna turn around. It's not gonna be too hard because this thing is pretty small, I'm not gonna lie. So actually, you know what, this is actually harder. So let me carefully do this just like so, and I'm gonna get the... Oh no, I forgot to put it in park. All right, so let me place it in disconnect, and there we go. Look at that. I think that's pretty sick. Let me just close my bed right now because I always forget to close it. All right, I think that is going to be good. All right, let's start making our way back home. And look at these trailers. These look pretty nice. Oh, let me check this out. Actually, you know what, I gotta go home. Around the town. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back home, and honestly, you guys, I think that was a 10 out of 10 day as well. Let me know what you guys think about this mission and the brand new trailer they added in APM. For now, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another video. Right now I was putting this ATV back into this garage. Hold on, let me just quickly open this, and we have a call. I just recently got this call of an SUV that lost control and ended up crashing on the bridge. So we're gonna go and save this guy. Actually, you know what, he might have gone to the hospital, but first, before we start making our way over there, let me just finish off by putting this ATV in the garage. Let me just put it in park and turn it off just like so. Look at this ATV. We just picked up this brand new machine. This thing is a beauty. It's really good when you go off-roading and stuff like that. It's gonna come in handy, but let me close that. But as you guys can see, we are at the sheriff's office because I needed some money. But anyways, I have my SUV parked all the way down here. Let me just quickly grab my gun. I think I have a rifle in the back. Hold on, let me see. Where is my rifle? I think my rifle should be right here. So let me quickly grab it. All right, just in case, we never know what could happen. So my rifle is now being carried on my vest, as you guys can see right now. But we have about 3 hours to go and pick up this SUV. It is already 10 p.m. We don't have too much daylight because you guys know the time in this game goes very, very fast. But since this is also an emergency, let me turn on my light bars and let's start making our way. Oh my goodness, I'm already losing control. That is embarrassing. Oh, I know why. It's because my drivetrain is in 2-wheel. Let me quickly change it to a 4-wheel, just like so. And let's make a right turn and let's continue making our way to the accident. Now, the accident should be at the bridge, and I think there's a bridge right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see. There's a bridge right there. So let me step on the gas. So hopefully this accident isn't too bad, because I mean, if it's really bad, then we're gonna have to call some backup, and we don't really have that much people working at the sheriff's office today. But anyways, this is the bridge, and oh my goodness, look at this. Yo, this is crazy. The suspension is completely destroyed. Hold on, let me turn off my sirens and let's quickly check out this SUV. And oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. The complete suspension has been destroyed and the whole front bumper is completely bent. Oh my goodness, this is really bad. We might have to go get a tow truck so we can get this thing out of this kind of bridge. But first, we need to close off the road, because if cars come, then there's a chance they could hit the SUV. So let's quickly run over to the plain tool store and grab some cones so we can quickly close off the road and prevent any people from crashing into the back of that SUV, because we do not want any more accidents. So let me quickly step on this thing. We are flying through the city. Oh my goodness. But officially, we are now back in town. As you guys can see, I can see the plain tool store right here. Let's quickly pull in, and I'm probably gonna park right here. So let's quickly run into the store and grab some cones. I'm surprised I didn't have any cones in the back of my SUV, but that's fine. Let's quickly buy some of these. There we go. We got some cones right here ready to be placed, and once we are done with closing the road, we're gonna make our way towards the mechanic shop so we can pick up a gigantic tow truck so we can pull this super long SUV. I also do want to apologize, you guys, for my terrible driving. I keep driving all over the place like this because I am so clumsy. Anyways, we are now back at the bridge, so I'm gonna quickly pull around this SUV. Let me just park this thing right here, and let's quickly place the cones so people can be careful. I'm gonna place one right here, and we're kind of gonna make a little like diagonal line like so, and then I think I might place some cones in between. I think that looks pretty nice. Let me place one there and there, and oh, we still have more cones. So I guess let me place this cone right here at the corner. There we go. Look at that. That looks really nice, you guys. And now we're gonna place the smaller cones like between the road. So let me quickly spread these out and finish off placing these cones. Hopefully we have enough, which it looks like we might. We got one more cone, so let me place this one right here, and boom, look at that. We have the road officially closed. Hopefully everyone that comes by is able to see the accidents and go around it safely. But now we can now make our way towards the mechanic shop, because if you take a look at the sun, we have about 2 hours left. So let me quickly hop into my police car and let's do a little 3-point turn right here in the middle of the road, and let's quickly go get this huge tow truck. I'm really excited to get this tow truck because it's kind of new. I think they might have added it like last month or less than 2 months ago for sure. So let's make a right turn right here, and we should have the mechanic shop right here. And oh my goodness, I think I see it. Is that the tow truck? Yo, that thing is actually really massive. I might have understated. Anyways, let me get this thing backed up. I'm probably gonna park right here. We're gonna leave the police car since we cannot take both vehicles at the same time. So let me turn off. Oh, hold on, I didn't mean to do that. Let me turn off the light bar, and boom, look at that. We got this thing parked up, and yeah, no one should be able to touch it because it is a police car. They're gonna get in trouble if they touch it. But anyways, we've got the tow truck right here. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it's got a winch and it's got this I forgot what this thing is called, but it's able to pick up more vehicles if it doesn't fit right here. So this thing is gonna come in handy. So let's quickly hop into this beast. Do not worry, you guys, I am CDL certified. I can drive these semis, so you can put your trust in me. Anyways, enough of the yap. Let me hop into the semi and let's start making our way back to the bridge so we can pick up this SUV. Let me just quickly turn on my amber lights just like so. Yeah, that looks pretty pretty sick. So we got our beacons and our amber lights in use, so hopefully people can be careful and see that we are busy with an important job. So let's start stepping on the gas, and I think I might pull in front of the SUV and then use the winch right here to pull the vehicle. Hopefully that works. If that doesn't work, then yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do, but let me go around these cones. Dude, that was actually a really good placement of cones, and I might have to block the road a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty bad. Let's try to make this as fast as possible. All right, so let me hop out and let's go with the controls. So where are the controls? The controls are right here. I'm gonna raise the bed and then we're gonna lower it as much as I can. I'm gonna start extending this and a little bit more, and that should be good right there. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go and grab the winch right here, just like so, and then we're gonna go and connect it towards the front of the SUV, and boom, look at that. This thing is all chained up, ready to be pulled. So let me see how this thing works. So I'm just gonna click on this button, and I think, oh, there it goes. It is starting to move, but there's one issue. I'm gonna try to move the wheel towards the left so I can start getting on top of the trailer. So let me move the wheel like this. All right, so I was able to move the SUV a little bit, just a tad bit, as much as I could. Now I'm gonna try to align this with the truck. Hopefully this could work. If not, then I'm gonna be super sad, you guys. So let me carefully align myself and get it as close as possible. But so far this job has been pretty tedious. It's kind of been a little headache because my winch hasn't been working like I've wanted it to. Now I think this should be good right here. Let me grab the winch and let me get it connected towards the SUV, and let's see if this can work finally. So let's start retracting it, and oh, I think it's working. Oh, it's going towards the right. Hold on, let me fix the wheel again. All right, I made the wheels a little bit towards the right, so hopefully that works. Oh, I disconnected it. Whoops, my bad. I didn't mean to disconnect it. All right, now let's see if this works. All right, it looks like it's going towards the middle now. I'm gonna try to straighten the wheels just like so, and let's see if this starts to work. And it looks like it's starting to come oh my god, I'm dying. It is starting to come onto the bed. Look at that. Let me just quickly straighten the wheels. All right, the wheels are now a little bit towards the right side, and I think that is gonna be it. Alrighty, we have the SUV finally loaded onto our tow truck. So I think what we have to do now is pick up, well, I guess pull up the bed and then pick up all of our cones. So let me quickly start raising the bed. Oh, hold on, that's the wrong button. I mean lowering the bed, and then we're gonna start retracting it. So once it is now finished lowering, we can now retract this thing. And look at the SUV. This thing is so bad. It is so crashed. I wonder how he ended up losing control. But anyways, we got this thing finally all loaded up. Let me just make sure all the tow straps are nice and connected. All right, everything looks really good. And all right, nice. That is a sign that we can now pick up all of our cones. So let's quickly pick up all of our cones. I'm gonna pick these up really fast because I'm kind of a pro at this. Look at that. That was super easy, guys. And if you guys take a look at the time, and oh my goodness, we have about 30 minutes of daylight time. So let's quickly put all of these cones in the back because we are not going to be using them anymore. So let me quickly throw them in the back. All right, and we can start making our way back to the mechanic shop and unload this SUV so it can get fixed. So I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it because my shift also ends in 30 minutes, but I'm going to try to make a gigantic U-turn right here. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh no, I'm going to have to do a 3-point turn. All right, try not to take that stop sign, and then it looks like we can now make the turn. All right, nice. So far everything is going perfect, but I'm gonna knock on wood just to make sure nothing bad happens, because knowing my luck, I tend to be super clumsy, you guys. Oh no, I missed the road. Oh my goodness, I gotta go all the way around. You see, you guys, I'm so clumsy. That's fine, that's fine. Honestly, I think we can go through the back of the trailer store around the car wash. Do not tell anyone about this secret hack, you guys. And then we go through the front, and boom, look at that. We should be at the mechanic shop. I'm gonna park my semi right here, and then I'm gonna quickly run and open the door just like so. And honestly, you know what, let me get a little bit closer. I was gonna try to lower the SUV, but I think we can get closer to the mechanic shop, like right here. And oh, hold on, is that gonna hit the garage? Oh no. Let me open up the functions, and then we're gonna raise the bed a little bit, and then I'm gonna try to lower this thing. I don't know if this thing is going to work, or we're gonna hit the top of the garage. Oh my goodness, my hands are sweating, and it looks like it is gonna be a close call, you guys. Let's go. So let me just finish dropping this, and let's get the SUV unloaded. I'm gonna put this thing into neutral, and boom, look at that. We got the SUV back at the mechanic shop so they can fix this. Now let me just quickly put my tow truck back to normal. Look at that. This thing is looking so good. All right, so I'm gonna try to close the garage and move my truck at the same time. So let's do this really fast. So 3, 2, 2, 1. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Oh my goodness. It's gonna hit my truck. It's gonna hit my truck. Turn it on. Oh my goodness. That was actually really close. I don't know why I do these things to myself. But anyways, let's get our tow truck parked right here. Look at that. That was actually really easy. Let me just turn off the beacons, the ambers. All right, we can throw it in park and engine is off. And look at that. We got the tow truck returned and we managed to rescue the SUV. Now, I'm going to hop into my police car, which is looking really nice. Look at this. And we're going to start making our way back to the police station so we can clock out. Alrighty, everyone. We are now back at the sheriff's office. So let's pull in and let's run into the office. Let's go in. Oh my goodness. The doors were about to squish me. And let me clock out. There we go. And boom, we are officially done with our shift for today, which means I can start making my way back home. But if you guys did enjoy this video as well, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Alrighty, let me grab this. My hat. Oh yeah, I gotta grab my hat. I am now ready to go to the firefighter station. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today we are going to become a firefighter. So we're gonna make our way towards the firefighter station because I am now all ready. Look at my amazing outfit. I think we are now ready to make our way over there. But before I do leave, let me close up the door. There we go. The door should be now closed. And I think we are going to be taking the work truck because we are going to be doing some real business today. So let's make our way towards the firefighter station. Let me quickly also change the drivetrain on this from 2-wheel to 4-wheel, just like that, because I kind of feel like it's faster, and it does have much more better traction. But we are going to be making a right turn onto this road. So let's make a right turn. You guys, I am so excited to be working today because when you're a firefighter, you don't know what kind of jobs you're going to be doing for the day. But as you guys can see, it is a beautiful day. We're going to be working for about 6 to 7 hours.
6, 7.
So it's not going to be too much of a long shift. And there it is. I see the firefighter station in the distance. So we're going to make a left into this nice neighborhood. Super quiet. And I think I'm going to park up my truck around right here. So I'm going to back this thing up and I'm going to park it right onto the side right here. Oh, do not hit the wall. That could have been really bad. All right. So we are now parked up, ready to go inside and clock in for the day. I wonder what kind of jobs we're going to be doing today. So let's open up this door. There we go. And ooh, APM fire and rescue. Okay, so this is the spot where I gotta clock in. So let me press this button and we should now be ready to take some calls. So I don't know what time or when the calls are gonna start coming in. So I think I'm gonna go and start cleaning my truck. Let's walk in the garage and oh my goodness, look at this truck. Yo, this truck is nice. There's no way I'm gonna be driving this thing. Dude, this thing is a beauty. I kind of want to check out what's right behind here. Ooh, oh, this is a nice view. Look at this. We got a nice view of the river right here. Not bad. And oh, I think we're getting a call. Oh, okay. Let's go. We gotta close that. No, close. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we have our first call. Let me open up the door. I'm gonna get in the pickup. We're gonna start turning on the light bar and the amber light. And we should probably turn on the sirens as well. Look at that. We are now making our way towards the first house. So it's gonna be an emergency, which means we can go through any stop sign without stopping. But it looks like the first call is coming near the police station. Actually, there's gonna be a house where we're gonna be able to help. So let's see if we can find this house. Okay, so the police station is right there and the house, oh, I think the house is gonna be right here. So let's pull in. Oh my goodness, I hope everyone is okay, or maybe no one's home, but I don't see any fire. I think we got the wrong house, you guys. Already, everyone, I just got a phone call of the address and it's actually gonna be further down this dirt road, and I think I might have just hooked in his mailbox. Whoops. I see. So this is the house that we are going to be saving. Okay, so let's pull in. Maybe there's gonna be a fire right here. There's no fire. I don't know. I don't see no fire. Let me turn off the siren because this thing is super loud. And oh my goodness, yo, no way, the house is on fire. No. Oh my goodness, we gotta turn on the hose. Let me press this button and then I'm gonna get on top and we're gonna start turning on the water. Come on. Oh no, this is really bad. All right, we gotta tilt down the hose. Come on, a little bit more down. Okay, there we go. I think it's working, you guys. We're almost done. This thing is pretty strong, I'm not gonna lie. And there you go, the fire is now off, which means I can turn off my hose. And look at that, we managed to turn off the fire and we managed to save the house. Look at that. The owners are gonna be so happy. But it looks like I'm getting a call right now and it looks like it's going to be at a farm. What? A tractor's on fire? Oh my goodness, it looks like tractor is on fire. So we are gonna make our way towards the farm. I think the farm is gonna be near where I live, actually. Well, kind of. It's gonna be at the intersection where I normally turn. So we're gonna make our way towards that farm right now. I'm not gonna turn on the sirens because it is super loud. loud, you guys. But understand that this is still an emergency, but I cannot believe we managed to save that first house from burning down. If I would have arrived 1 minute late, then that house would have been completely toast, you guys. But we have another call, which is going to be a tractor now, and I don't know what's going on with all these fires, but the tractor should be around here somewhere. I don't see it. Oh, I think the tractor's right there. Hold on. I think we need to enter through the farm, and then we're gonna make our way towards the little path and then help out the tractor. So let's pull into the farm, and then we're gonna go on the little path. There we go. And here's gonna be the tractor. I'm gonna start slowing down because I don't think this tractor looked completely fine, because if we take a look at, what is that? Is that smoke? You guys see that? Oh my goodness, look at that. The wheel is on fire. Oh my goodness, we gotta turn this thing off. All right, so let me get in, and we're gonna quickly turn off this fire by getting inside the hose. So I'm gonna jump on top of the truck, and we're gonna turn this thing on. Actually, you know what, let me turn this first all the way around. Alrighty, I turned the hose around. I'm gonna turn it on, and oh, that is super far away. Hold on, I think I need to fix the distance on this thing. Dude, I am watering their crops right now. I think I need to go more towards the left. Hold on. All right, now this should be perfect. Yes, we're hitting the fire. Oh my goodness, we should be able to turn this thing on. Hold on, let me get on top. Turn it a little bit towards the right. I mean, towards the left. Come on, it's almost out. I think it's out. Let's go and check if the fire is out. And oh my goodness, I am getting completely wet, you guys. But we managed to turn off the fire of the tractor right here. Let me quickly turn this thing off. Dude, I did not expect I was gonna get this wet. So we're gonna turn off the water. There we go. And look at that. The tractor is completely safe from being burnt out, because imagine if the fire would have spread towards the engine right here. Dude, I would have been so cooked. But we're gonna park this thing right on the side. I'm also gonna turn on the hazard. There we go. We're gonna park it right here, turn off the engine, and that's another successful save for the best firefighter in APM, which is me, you guys. I'm the best firefighter. Alrighty, everyone, I think that is gonna be it for all the jobs. I still haven't received any calls, so I'm gonna turn off my amber lights. I almost crashed into that stop sign. Did you guys see that? And then I'm also gonna turn off my light bar, and I just noticed I'm a little bit low on gas. So before I do head to the station, I'm gonna turn around right here and pass through the gas station and quickly grab some diesel, because this thing is running super low on gas right now. So let's quickly pull in. You know what, we should have gone to the brand new truck stop. I think they got burgers over there, but this is gonna work. Let's put in some diesel into the truck. There we go. Oh my goodness, gas is super expensive, you guys. So let's get out of here and make our way back to the station. That was actually pretty fast. So I'm gonna turn this thing around a little bit more, and oh, wait a minute, no way, you have to be joking with me. I just got another call of a kitchen fire at a house, which is gonna be right down there. Let me quickly show you guys on the map. It's gonna be right at this house right here. So I guess we gotta go and save them and make sure their house doesn't burn as well. So we're gonna turn those light bar back on and the amber lights, and we are now ready for action. So we're gonna make sure the road is clear. Let's quickly go through, and I can't believe we were almost done with our shift until we got this call right now, but that is fine. We're doing a good thing. We're doing a good service for the people. So if you guys take a look, this is going to be the house where apparently there's a kitchen fire. So let's pull in. We're gonna put this thing in park, and let's go inside. All right, let's bust down the door, and I don't see, wait, where's the kitchen? Is the kitchen in here? Oh no, what the heck? What about here? Oh, this is the laundry room. And what about this? Oh, this is the garage. What the heck? Where is the kitchen? And oh my goodness, no way, there's actually a kitchen fire going on right now. Yo, we gotta grab the truck. Let me open that back up. And how are we gonna do this? Oh, you know what, I have an idea. We can just break through the window and then spray water inside the house. So let me quickly adjust myself. We're gonna park up the truck right here, and let's see if this works. Hold on, let me break the window first. There we go, the window is now broken, and we're now gonna get in top, turn on the hose. Come on, please work. Am I too far away? I'm too far away. I guess I have no choice but to fix up my position, which I think I'm gonna go a little bit more down here. And is this good? Wait a minute, I think I'm now too far away. I think I could raise the hose. Hold on, let me see if this works. Oh, I just realized this is not good. All right, third time is a charm. Let's see if we can get this thing turned off. I'm gonna bring down the hose just like so, and then we're gonna move it towards the left into the window, which it looks like it is now working. Let's go. I think the fire is out now. All right, so let's go inside and check if the fire is completely completely off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a genius. So make sure you guys are subscribed for more smart content like this. So let's go inside and look at that. I am a genius. Oh my goodness. And what a perfect shot with the hose. Look at that. What did I say, you guys? I'm the man. Oh yeah. That means we can turn off the hose. Oh, hold on. That's the passenger seat. Let me get in the hose, turn that thing off, and I think we are now officially done with becoming a firefighter. So we're gonna go back to the station and get this fire truck back so they can service it so it can be ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna turn off the emergency lights, the light bar, and the amber lights because it is no longer an emergency. Look at that. I'm also gonna be super honest, you guys. I am very hungry. I cannot wait to go home. I'm probably gonna eat like 2 cheeseburgers. But anyways, we are back at the station. I'm gonna get this thing parked up. I'm gonna begin by opening the garage door, and then we're gonna back this thing up completely inside. So let me carefully do this. Oh, don't hit the wall. All right, and boom, we are done. Put that thing in park, turn off the engine. I just gotta go inside the building. Oh, gotta open that first. Gotta go inside the building. I'm gonna quickly clock out, press the button. There we go, and we can now take our beautiful 6-figure super expensive GMC Denali back home because we are done with today's firefighter shift. And not only that, look at that, the sun is about to go down, which we managed to do just in time. Alrighty everyone, we are now back home. So let's pull into the driveway because we're gonna get this thing parked up in my driveway. So I'm gonna turn it around, go a little bit on the grass, but that's fine. Put it in park, turn off the engine, and we are officially done with the day. If you guys love this mission, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another episode of Going From Rags to Riches. Right now we currently have like $1,000. I'm not sure how much we exactly have in our pocket because some of it is in my bank account, but total quantity should be on the top right corner. But today we're gonna be using our brand new truck that we bought in the last video to work, and we're gonna be doing some huge jobs. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it because we do not have too much time today. I don't know how much time each job is going to take, and I don't want to be taking too long for each one of them. So let's start making our way to the first job, which is gonna be, I think it's gonna be located at the gas station. So let me quickly check my map, and yeah, okay, so this is gonna be the place we gotta head to right now. So each of these jobs should be paying me over $5,000. So this is definitely going to be an upgrade of a job, and we're gonna be making quite the money. But we got our 5th wheel attached to our pickup. We also did that in the last video. So I'm gonna get this thing parked. I'm gonna open up my tailgate. Let me open that, and let's see if we can connect this thing to this gigantic trailer filled with lumber. Let's see if we can do this on the first try. And oh, there we go, it's connected. No way, dude, this is a really tight fit. Oh my goodness, hopefully my truck can handle it, but it looks like it is. It's not having too much of a strain on my engine. Dude, I can still speed. All right, never mind, this is actually pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. But we only have 6 hours to accomplish this job because the sun it's already 9 p.m. so yeah, we have about like 5 hours now to accomplish this because that is the time limit that these people want me to deliver their stuff. So let's begin with the first one, and this trailer is gonna go to the lumber store or the warehouse. I don't know what it's exactly called, but I do know it's literally down the road and gonna be located right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but we're gonna go to that building right now. That's gonna be the first stop we're gonna be making, and then once we are finished with this job, we're gonna be delivering some hay. So all of these jobs are brand new to me because I've actually never done them. You guys know I literally come from poverty. I come from $0, but we've been making more money and more money with every single episode. So I hope you guys have been catching up with all of them. But it looks like we are now back in the city. Let me actually turn on my blinkers because we're gonna make a left turn in this intersection. And okay, the road is clear, so let's make this turn right here, and then we're gonna make a right turn right into this road right here. It looks like our lumber is still intact, which is a good sign. And oh, it says APM. Yeah, I don't know what this building really is. It looks really huge, but let's go in here. We're gonna get this thing dropped off. I'm gonna park this thing right here just like so, and let me just make sure everything. Oh, whoa, can I go up there? Look at that, there's like a little space up there. Oh, that looks pretty sick. All right, so let me see if anyone's home. Hello. Okay, so it looks like they are currently closed. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna disconnect the trailer, and then I'm gonna move my truck out of the way so then we can close up our tailgate. And look at that, our first job is now successful. Let's see how much we are up now. We should be up now by like $6,000, which is a lot of money just for that little delivery. So let's make our way to the second spot, which is gonna be you guys, where is it? Oh, I think it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be more of a rescue because this guy's truck ended up breaking down while doing this delivery. He must have been driving a Ford. Wait a minute, is this a Ford as well? Bruh. Alright, so let's make our way over there. There is so many trees, I swear. On my mama, they always add more trees. Every time when I play this game, I just see more and more trees. But we gotta make a left turn on this intersection, and it's clear, so let's make this turn. But we have been putting this fifth wheel attachment to work. I think the next upgrade is gonna try to get a semi. I think that might be the next mission, is to get a semi so we can start getting paid even more money. But I do not see where this truck is. Yeah, I don't know where this truck is at all. But so far we're still doing good on time. It's been like 2 hours. It's about to be 11 a.m. and oh my goodness, we just found it. No way, we just found it. Let me turn on my emergency light on. Look at this. This thing is smoking. We're gonna pull right in front of here. So I'm gonna pull right here, and oh my goodness, what is this? A GMC? It's probably a GMC. So I'm gonna get this thing disconnected from the trailer. So disconnect that, and let's get this truck out of the way. I'm not gonna turn it on. I'm just gonna roll it because the engine is not working. But there we go. We got that thing rolling down in neutral, and let's kick up the tailgate. And we gotta get this thing connected. So let me jump in my beautiful and powerful truck, and let's get this thing connected. So oh wait, I gotta open up my tailgate. I gotta do that before I damage my truck. So let me open up my tailgate, and let's quickly connect this just like so, and we are now connected. Let's go. All right, I just gotta close up my tailgate because it's kind of like a little pet peeve when this thing is open. So let's open, well, not open, let's kick this up and then let's get out of here. So let me turn off my emergency lights because it's no longer an emergency. Hopefully that guy can get a tow truck and get it out of the way before the night falls, because if someone comes at night and drives and doesn't see that truck, they're gonna end up wrecking that thing. So yeah, it's not gonna be a good and beautiful sight. So let's step on it. And I really love the interior of this thing. It looks so nice. And oh my goodness, I'm gonna crash. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no, 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 my hay bales. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Some of these hay bales fell into the water. Where are they? All right, so let me quickly push these hay bales back in the trailer, and there you go. They're back on. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. All right, let me turn this on, and we are now out of that freaking pond. And oh my goodness, you guys, that was really bad. Dude, do not drive distracted because that's what happens. But let's get this thing delivered at the second spot. It's actually probably gonna be right near the building where we just went right now. So let's make our way over there and get these hay bales delivered because the sun is going up pretty fast. It looks like it's already 1 p.m. Oh my goodness, you guys, we got like 4 or 5 hours of daylight time. So let's step on it. Let's see if we can hit 100. 97, 98. Come on, we'll hit 100. Let's go. We hit 100 miles per hour. Yeah, don't speed, you guys. But let's make a left turn right here on this intersection, just like so. And we're gonna get this thing unloaded right next to these hay bales right here. So let's make a turn right here. We're gonna pull it into the grass, and we're gonna get the thing parked right next to these hay bales. So I think that is gonna be actually, you know what, let me just adjust myself and make sure I am straight. All right, I think that is gonna be good. So let me get the thing parked up, hold down the trailer, I mean the tailgate, oh my goodness, and then disconnect this bad boy. All right, let's get this truck out of the way, just like so. And before we actually head to our last location, we gotta kick up the tailgate. So oh no, my truck is not parked. Oh wait, it was. Why was it moving then? But let's get out of here. Let's make our way to the last location. It's gonna be at a farm, I think right down the left side of town. And so far we got paid over $4,000 for that job right there. So we should be up by, I think, over like $10,000. Like I said, the counter should be right on the top right corner. I'm not sure how much it's currently at. You guys know how much money we got in our bank account. But let's step on it. Let's make our way to the last location because we're gonna be picking up cows. Yep, you guys heard me right. We are gonna be picking up cows. I am super excited that we're gonna be picking up my siblings. So let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And ooh, dude, they just added these trees. I swear on my mama, they just added these trees. Looks nice though. But where is it? Oh, look at that. There's a cow right there. We gotta say hi to the cow. But before we do, we're gonna hop out. And oh wait, hold on. Open up the tailgate. And then, oh, hi, Mr. Cows. No way, we're gonna take these. Look at that. That thing is completely filled with cows. Okay, you know what? Let me go say hi to them. I gotta go say hi to them. But I don't want them to escape, so let's close that back. And oh my goodness, hi, Mr. Cow. Hi, Mr. Cow. What are you drinking, bro? That water is dirty. All right, never mind. I'm out of here. All right, let's kick up our tailgate. Oh wait, no. Dude, what am I doing? I gotta have that open. And then we're gonna back up and we're gonna try to get this thing connected to our pickup. So let's see if this thing, oh, that was actually fast. That was really fast. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go and get these cows delivered. And this job is actually gonna pay me $9,000. So yeah, we're gonna make a lot of money out of this job right here. But I think the location that I think the place that we're gonna go right now is not too far. I think it's literally right down the road. So this is gonna be a super easy job right now. So let me check my phone just to make sure that we are going the right way. Okay, so this is gonna be the address. Wait a minute, I live right there. What the heck? It's gonna be right here on this property. bruh. All right, so let's turn right here, and I guess we're gonna pull into this property right here and get these cows delivered. I did not know they were gonna get dropped off right here, but let's pull in, and I'm gonna get this thing turned around. So I'm probably gonna turn right here, and then I'm gonna start backing these cows up into kind of the little farm we got going on right here. So let me carefully do this. Back this up, back this up, back this up. And are we close? No, we are not close at all. Hold on, I gotta open up this gate as well. All right, let's open up the gate. Open sesame. And oh, we are a little bit too much to the right side. Alrighty, let me get back in my truck so we can get this thing adjusted and drop these cows off so we can finish up the day, because right now, what time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already 4 p.m. We got like less than 2 hours. Alright, so let me quickly adjust myself so we can back into the pen. Am I straight? No, I am so crooked right now. A little bit more, and we are docked. So let me hop out and let's open up the gate for these cows. Can I climb this? Oh, I can. Alright, so let me open up this. Alright, cows, come on. You're back with your home. Alright, let's get these cows unloaded from here. And oh my goodness, there's so many cows in here. Holy moly, guacamole. Okay, I think there is a downstairs. How do I go downstairs? Oh, right here? Oh my goodness, how many levels is there? There are so many cows. What the heckers? Alright, I think we're almost finished unloading them. So let me go up here, and okay, it looks like they are finished unloading from the trailer, and they are now back with their family. It's so crazy because I literally live right there. I know, it's kind of sad. Anyways, let me close up this trailer. There we go. And we're gonna go and get this thing delivered back to the owner because we are done with this job right now. So let me hop in, turn this bad boy on, and let's get out of here so we can finally be finished with this day. So let me get this thing turned around and let's get it back into that little parking spot where we found it. So back it up, back it up. I'm gonna try not to hit it. And okay, don't hit it, don't hit it. I don't want the owners to get mad that I damaged it. So let me make sure I am not too close or I'm hitting it. And oh, look at that, perfect. Yo, I am goated at this game. All right, I think it's time to disconnect the trailer and time to get back in my pickup truck. But before we do head out, let me actually close up this tailgate, and then we can move forward with our journey. Well, I guess we're finished with this journey, today's journey, because of all the work. Get it? Okay, never mind. Let's go. So it looks like we are back on the main road. Let me just turn on my blinkers and let's pull out of here so we can get into our own property. Well, it's not my property, but you know, I rent, so I guess it's part of my property since I am paying. Anyways, we're back home, you guys. We are back home. So let me get this thing turned around and parked right under my parking spot, and I cannot wait until we can buy a home for ourselves. But so far we managed to make over what, $20,000? I think we should be above our $20,000 budget, but that just means we're gonna be able to buy a surprise in the next episode so we can continue with our rags to riches journey and we can become the richest player in APM. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because it means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern Mudding video, and today we have something insane that we're gonna be doing, and that is gonna be racing all of the supercars in this game at the brand new highway. And if you guys don't remember, the highway should be down there. It was part of the map expansion, which we're gonna be going right now. We just gotta go and grab a trailer at the trailer store, because if we open up this garage right here, you're gonna be able to see that we have all of these supercars in here. We've got this really nice Corvette with gigantic racing tires, a Ford GT, which I might change the color on this thing, and we do have a Ford Mustang. I think this might be a Shelby, which is pretty insane, you guys. So we're gonna hop into our pickup right here. This pickup is actually more expensive than two of those vehicles. This thing is no joke, but we're gonna hop in, we're gonna turn this thing on, and we're gonna start making our way over there. So oh no, we gotta open up the door. Hold on, let me open up the gate right here. There we go, push that open, and we should now be officially able to go. Now, good thing that my house is not too far away from the main city right here. We just gotta cross this bridge right here, but this thing sounds so good. Look, I'm not sure if you guys can hear this, but we have now arrived at the trailer store. We're gonna quickly pull in and we're gonna back this thing up so we can get this trailer right here connected with the super expensive pickup. Look at this thing is massive. We should be able to put 1, 2, and 3 supercars on top of this thing. So let me get in and let me get this thing connected. There we go, we are now connected. I think I'm gonna have to turn on the first exit because I'm not gonna be able to tightly turn right there. So let's make a turn right here carefully. There we go. Honestly, this is going better than I expected. Right now we're gonna make our way back home, and I'm gonna step on it as fast as I can because we don't have too much time due to daylight savings, which means we do get less of the sun. But good thing we are now back at my multi-million-dollar farmhouse. I'm gonna pull in and I'm gonna park up my truck probably right around here. Actually, you know what, I could back up a little little bit, but that is gonna take forever. So I guess I am just gonna park it right up here and turn on the hazard just like so. What the hell? I don't know what happened right there, but anyways, I am back and we're gonna start loading up these supercars. Let me just throw down the ramps just like so, and I think we're gonna begin with meeny miny miny mo. I'm gonna catch someone. So all right, so we're gonna begin with the Corvette. So we're gonna load this thing on the back first, and then I guess we're gonna load up the GT, which is the orange car. So let me carefully do this a little bit. What the heck? What just happened? And my arm is missing. I'm gonna go get that thing back. And my arm. Alrighty, everyone. We are now back. I don't know what happened. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. And we don't go flying into the sky or wherever I went. So I'm gonna throw down the ramps and we're gonna try this again. I'm really hoping this does not go wrong. So let's cross our fingers. I'm gonna carefully back this thing up. And then we should be able to load up the Corvette right up front. Just like there we go. Actually, you know what? Let me get a little bit closer. All right, nice. This should be good. So we've got the first vehicle loaded up. Next up is the Ford GT. And where did my arm go again? So let me hop in, turn this thing on. And this car is super quiet. Is this thing electric? Dude, I can barely hear it. Anyways, I'm going to load her up right behind the Corvette. And then we're going to throw it in park. Engine is off. And that thing is now strapped down. Wait a minute. This one is not strapped down. Hold on. I think we need to fix that. Alrighty, now the Corvette is strapped down with the orange car, and hopefully the Shelby is going to be able to fit in the back. If not, then we are going to be so cooked, chat. But we're going to turn on the Mustang, and oh my goodness, yo, that was crazy. All right, let me actually not turn off traction in ABS. Carefully load this up. Please do not bug out. Please do not glitch. Park it, engine off, and yes, let's go. It works. All right, let me put up the ramps. There we go. And since all of these cars are now strapped to the trailer, that means we can start heading out. Even my arm, which it looks like my arm has already left, and we're gonna start making our way towards the brand new city. I think I'm gonna be able to turn right here. Let's see how good of a driver I am, which, oh my goodness, I'm actually the best driver in Southern Muddy. But we're gonna make a left turn right here. Honestly, not too bad. I seriously thought I was gonna end up hitting the gate right there, but we did not hit the gates, and we are now on our way to the town right here, which I think we might have to do a right turn so we can make our way towards the new part of town. So I think we have to make a right turn onto this road right here, which is gonna lead us to the new part of the highway where we are gonna be racing these supercars. By the way, you guys, they added brand new houses, and let me know, should I sell my old multi-million-dollar farmhouse to buy one of these new ones, or should I keep my old house? But anyways, we are here at the brand new highway. We are gonna be testing out the limits of these supercars. I just gotta find a spot. Well, actually, you know what? We could actually pull into the brand new truck stop and race these cars, which I think I might do. So I'm gonna pull in and I'm gonna look for a parking spot. Ooh, we can grab some food actually. And I found a spot which is going to be right here. So let me align myself and I'm gonna carefully back this thing up a little bit more, and perfect. Look at this. Oh my goodness, I am the best. So I'm gonna turn off my truck and we're gonna start unloading all of these supercars if I can with one arm. Put up the ramps, and first goes the Mustang. Oh, this thing sounds crazy. Let's line her up right at the front right here. I'm gonna turn on the hazard lights, and then we're gonna grab the second vehicle, which is gonna be the Ford GT. So I'm gonna hop in. Get inside of this one carefully. Oh, careful. We don't want to damage these things because these things are super expensive. Now this one is gonna go right next to the Ford GT right here. Turn on those hazards. There we go. And lastly, we have the Corvette, which we're gonna be testing as well. I'm so excited, you guys. You guys have no... Oh my goodness. Whoops. My bad. Actually, you know what? That was not my fault. That was the ramp's fault. I'm gonna blame it on the ramp. But let me throw this in park, turn off the engine, and we are now ready to start testing out these supercars. So before the sun goes down, we're gonna start with the Mustang. So we're gonna get in the Mustang and we're gonna make our way towards the highway, which is gonna be on this side, and we're gonna be testing how fast this thing can go. So I'm gonna make a left turn. Wait, did I turn on my blinkers? Oh, there you you go. I'm gonna turn off my ABS and traction. So in 3, 2, we are ready to take off. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. How is this legal? This Mustang is so fast, you guys. Look at this. Can we hit 200? Or what is the max on the Mustang? Yo, we are flying through the highway. Oh wait, we gotta brake. Brake. Oh my goodness. Oh, that could have been so bad, you guys. We could have crashed and I could have lost another arm. Anyways, that was pretty sick, you guys. Let's do that again. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Yo, 100. Come on, 150. Let's hit 150. Yes, let's go. What about 180? Can we hit 180? 170, 180? Yes. That was so fast, you guys. Dude, I am speechless. You guys have no idea. Let me pull into the truck stop and we're gonna park up right here. I think this is gonna be a nice parking spot. Let me just throw it in park, turn off the engine, and boom, let's continue with the second vehicle. Alrighty, everyone, we are now inside the Ford GT. Now this one's gonna be the next runner-up that is gonna be raced onto the highway. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because we're gonna take off in 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. This thing is a super car. Look at this. We already hit 150 and we're not even halfway. 160, 170. Nice. Oh, we maxed out. We actually maxed out just in time before the end of that highway. And where can I turn? Oh, I can turn right here. Yo, this thing is impressive. I don't know what to say. Like, these cars just get even crazier. But let's take off one more time because we're gonna make our way back to the truck stop because we have one last car to test out, which is going to be the Corvette. And I believe this one is gonna be faster than the Ford GT. So let's pull into the truck stop and get it parked up right next to the blue Mustang right here. There we go. I think this is gonna be a nice parking spot. And let's jump into the last one. We are now inside the Corvette. Let me turn off those hazard lights because this thing is gonna be taking off like a rocket from NASA. So if you guys are ready, we're about to launch. 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Okay, 30. Oh, whoa. 100? That fast? That is crazy, you guys. Okay, it's pretty fast, but I think the orange one is gonna be the faster one than the Corvette. But this one can go faster than 100 miles per hour. Not bad, not too shabby. It's pretty cool, but it is faster than the blue Mustang. And on top of that, I think it looks way cooler. Let me know in the comments if this one looks way cooler than the blue one. But just like that, we are now back at the truck stop. We're gonna get this one parked right next to the other two vehicles because the reason I did this is because we're gonna go inside and we're gonna grab some food. So let's go inside this spot. Don't know what they're selling. Where do I order? Oh wait, do I grab this? Oh no, I don't. What the heck? What do I grab then? I guess I'll just grab some chips and also a cola. Wow, this is pretty good. Not too shabby, you guys. I think that was a successful day. We managed to race all of these supercars on the brand new highway. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today's video, we're gonna be delivering, well, first we have to pick up the biggest semi in APM, and then we gotta deliver this to a warehouse that is located in the city. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Let's begin with the video. So we're gonna be taking I don't know, I really want to take my work truck today because this thing is a complete beast. Look at this thing. It's even got 2 tires in the rear from each side, but I kind of want to have fun. Let's take the TRX because I don't think I've driven this in a while. I think the last time I drove this thing was probably in 4 videos ago. So it's been quite a while since we've taken this thing on a job, and this job is gonna pay me around, oh, I missed my turn. Hold on, let me turn right here. This job is going to pay me at least $2,000. Yeah, this thing is gonna be quite the profitable and nice paying job. But anyways, our first task is to make our way to the warehouse so we can pick up a trailer and the semi. Thankfully, it is going to be located right there, so we don't have to be traveling too much today. We just gotta pick up these 2 things up, and then we're gonna make our way and get this huge semi and bring it back. But our main goal is to do this within 1 hour. We only have 1 hour, so I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible because there's also going to be a huge update in Southern Mudding, or at least that's what I've heard. If not, then I'm probably still gonna make an update video on it. Anyways, we are here at the warehouse. As you guys can see, this is Tenny's, or Tenny. I'm not sure if you guys can see because of the sun, but Tenny, like I said, quite a weird name. I'm not sure where that comes from or what it means, but I'm gonna park my truck right around here. I'm thinking about parking it right up front. We're gonna leave it over here. Yeah, let's park it. Oh my goodness. Whoops, I think I broke their window. Yeah, let me just park this thing and get out of here. All right, park this thing and let's go. Whoops, yeah, I completely ended up damaging the front window. All right, let's find the semi and the trailer. So far, oh, never mind, now that I speak of it, the trailer seems to be right here, so we're gonna be using this trailer. Bro, this thing is humongous. Oh my goodness. How many tires and wheels does this thing have? 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Dude, this thing is humongous. This thing has 6 in the back. And then I'm guessing the semi should be right around here. I was right. I was 100% right. The semi is going to be right here. Honestly, this is my favorite semi in APM. I think my favorite semi has to be the new one with the flatbed. Dude, that semi is pretty nice looking. But let me hop in. We're gonna be turning on our beacons just like so. And let me close my garage. Well, I guess the garage as we leave. So now we just gotta slowly back into this thing. I'm gonna try to connect it without damaging anything. So that should be good right there. First try, and we are now connected to the trailer. Look at this thing. You can actually also turn on the extender. Look, I'm gonna press it in 3, 2, and 1. Look at that. These are the extenders. Just in case you guys are hauling anything bigger, like one of those farm tractors or something like that, you can use these. Or even the monster truck. You can put this and it helps putting the monster truck on this trailer. But I'm gonna hop into the semi. We're gonna turn this thing on and let's start making our way to the gas station, because that is going to be the location the semi is going to be at. So let's start making our way over there. It looks like we are almost like 20 minutes into the job. So it looks like we have about 40 minutes to finish this job. So let's hurry up and make our way to the gas station. But if you guys are excited for tomorrow's video, make sure you guys are subscribed, because tomorrow is the day when APM is going to have another update. So I'm really excited. I don't know what the update is going to be about, but I will make a video on it tomorrow morning. But anyways, we just gotta go all the way straight, all the way towards the end of the map, and then we're gonna be able to see the gas station. Let me just check my map. Yes, we are going the right direction, and okay, it looks like we are going the right direction. But they should remodel this thing, in my opinion, because this thing is quite old in the inside. I feel like they could put some like cabin lights that we could turn on. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. But anyways, I see the gas station in the distance. That means we are getting really close. So I'm gonna start slowing down, and I'm gonna turn on my blinkers, because we're gonna make a left turn right here. All right, let's pull in. Oh no, this is gonna be a headache. This is so long. All right, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And it looks like the trailer is going to be, I mean, did I just say trailer? The semi is going to be right here. So I'm thinking about parking this thing kind of like straight parallel, and then parking the semi on top of it. So this is going to be quite the tedious job. So let me carefully do this. I'm gonna back up. I'm kind of rusty. It's been a while since I've driven these huge trailers, and I think that is going to be perfect. All right, let me turn off the truck, and I'm gonna quickly disconnect this from this side. I was getting confused. From this side, there we go. And then we're just gonna pull forward, so then we're gonna be able to load up the semis. I think this should be good right here, and then we can finally hop in the semi. So let me hop in, and we turn this thing, and oh my goodness, this thing looks so good. Honestly, maybe this one looks way better than that one. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Let me back this thing up, and let's get this thing finally loaded onto the trailer. Well, you know what? Let me actually reverse into this thing. When we unload the semi, it's gonna be way much easier to take it off if we are parked like this. So let me carefully do this. We don't have to put the extenders, which is fine. Dude, oh my goodness, I already messed up. All right, let me do this one more time, just like so, and perfect. I'm gonna try to park it right here, and look at that. We have the longest semi in APM loaded up on the trailer. We can now take this to the warehouse. You guys might have seen it, and now we can hop into our semi. There we go, and finally get this thing connected. So I'm gonna carefully do this. I think I just back up straight, and come on, first try. Come on, it's not connecting. Come on. Oh my goodness, there we go. Let's give it a 360 check just to make sure everything is nice and safe and secure. All right, this side is strapped down, this side is strapped in. All right, nice. I think we are now ready to make our way over to the warehouse. I just wanted to be safe, make sure this semi wasn't flying down the mountain when we make a turn. So let me hop in, turn this thing on, and let's make our way to the warehouse. I am so grateful that everything has been going super smooth. I mean, so far. Let me knock on wood and make sure that nothing actually happens. But we're gonna make a huge turn. Oh my goodness, are we gonna hit it? Are we gonna hit the side? Oh my goodness, look at that. We almost ended up hitting the side of the store. Look at that. Yo, I am one of the best players in APM. Look at this. I can barely fit through this. Oh, yo, that is crazy. All right, let me hop into the semi, and let's continue with our journey, or I guess delivering this thing. So let me hop in. Let's turn on my blinkers, because I'm gonna make a right turn right here. So looks like there is no traffic, and let's make our super wide turn. Oh my goodness, this is super scary. Oh, we kind of hit the stop sign. Whoops, sorry. No one saw that. You guys, don't tell anyone that I ended up hitting the stop sign. All right, we can now make our way to the warehouse, which is going to be located right around here. And let me check on time. We have about 15 minutes to go. So we're gonna step on the gas. Come on, let's go, because we gotta turn in the semi on time. I also have to do some other jobs in APM. I'm kind of low on money, but that's because I still need to pay off my TRX. Alrighty, we have the intersection coming up, so we gotta start slowing down, because this thing is heavy. Like, I'm talking about really heavy. All right, let's turn right here. Let's see if we can do this in the first try. Oh, no, we cannot do it on the first try. I spoke way too soon. All right, let's now try this one more time. And And all right, nice. We're gonna have to go off-roading a little bit, but that is fine because we have successfully turned, and it looks like the server is very empty. Where is everyone? What happened to everyone? I'm all alone in the city, so make sure to like and subscribe. It means so much to me. And let's see, where is the warehouse? Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness, I'm such a noob. Alrighty, everyone, we have the warehouse right here, and oh my goodness, look at my truck. Does my truck not look really good? It does, but I'm not sure if I should back into this thing or I should just go through. I think it's gonna look cooler if I back into it. All right, let me do that then. If I'm gonna get more aura, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have to pull into here so we can back into the garage, or I guess this warehouse that I was talking about. So it looks like I am straight in the middle. Dude, I am so crooked. But before I actually fix myself, let me open up the garage right here, the door. So let me do that, and then yeah, I gotta fix this thing. I'm gonna end up hitting the pole right here. So I think I have to pull a little bit forward first, and then I'm gonna be able to back into this thing. So let me fix myself, and then we're gonna be able to finally pull in. And I'm not sure if I have to open up the other door because this thing is super long and I don't want it to hit the door. So honestly, I think this is going to work fine. All right, let me turn this thing off and let's check how close we are to the door. And oh dude, we actually have quite a space. All right, before we actually unload this huge semi, we gotta disconnect it from here, and then I'm gonna be able to move forward with this. All right, so then we can have the ability to take off the semi. But it looks like we are running out of time. We have right around 5 minutes, so let me hop in and let's quickly unload this semi like so. And I'm gonna back right next to the trailer and do this. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looked like one of the best semis. Just look at the design. It's got gold stripes, a nice blue color with some gray on top. Yo, this thing has a crazy color combination. But we can now finally hop right back in the semi, get it connected, and drop it off at, actually, you know what, we actually picked it up right here, so yeah, we can just drop it off here. But first, let me just get it connected first, back up, and all right, nice, we got this thing connected back to the trailer. And now this is going to be the hard part, because now we have to reverse and drop it off right here where my mouse is. So let's carefully do this. Let's see how good I am. If I can't do this, then I am not the best at APM, but let's see and find out right now on our first try. Can we do this? All right, everything's so good so far. All right, and now we just turn right here, kind of angle it, and oh no, I have to fix myself. All right, you guys, I think I am not the goat. I'm so sad now. Alrighty, I am almost finished dropping this trailer off. I just gotta make sure I am straight. All right, and perfect. All right, we can now disconnect this thing. I forgot to turn off my semi. Anyways, let me disconnect it from the back. There we go, and we can now hop in so we can drop this thing off right around here. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop it off right here. Dude, this is so easy and convenient. Good thing I didn't close it. But I'm gonna back into this thing carefully. I'm gonna turn off the beacons, and we have finally dropped off our semi and dropped off the longest semi in APM into this gigantic warehouse. We can now go and alrighty everyone, but if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today we're going to be doing something crazy. We're going to be getting a warehouse job. Now this warehouse job is going to be located all the way right here where you guys see the little plants right here, and we have to finish by the afternoon, so we don't have too much time. If you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So we're going to get in our work truck right here. I ended up taking the turbos off because it was quite loud in the last videos and kind of annoying. So I just took the turbos off, so this thing is completely naturally aspirated. It has no superchargers or turbos, so this thing is also kind of slow now that we are not having any turbos. But let's make our way over. Wait, is this the road? Oh, I missed it. Dude, I cannot see right now. The sun is beaming in my face, so let me back up and let's make our way to the warehouse job. Now this warehouse job is not going to be like the usual warehouse job. We're going to go and pick up a trailer at my buddy's house and then go back to this warehouse job, because we're going to grab all of the pallets and put them onto this trailer, and then of course we're gonna bring him back to my friend's house. So we have quite a long day, and that is why I was mentioning that we needed to finish before the afternoon, because once it's nighttime it is super hard to see at night. But anyways, this thing is pretty slow unless it's going downhill. This thing is not good at going uphill. But let me turn on my blinkers. We're gonna make a left turn right here, and then my buddy's house should be right down in the corner. I think we've been there a couple times. So yeah, this is going to be the second channel. We're going to be doing more APM videos and seller mudding. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys also subscribe. But anyways, we are almost to my friend's house. Let me just turn right here, and his house should be down the road. And I also ended up putting this thingy. I don't know what this thing is, but you can pretty much connect the bigger trailers to your pickup when you add one of these. So we are completely ready. You're going to see this thing in action right now. I don't know where he left his trailer. Let me see. thing? Oh, it's right there. He left his trailer right here. I think I gotta turn around so we can get this thing connected. So let me turn around. I might have to go on the grass as well, but oh my goodness, is that his truck? Look at this thing. I guess this is a big SUV. Dude, this is super nice. It's a 2026. Yo, this thing is super clean. Kind of want one. It's pretty nice. I don't know if he's home, but anyways, let's grab his trailer that is parked right here, and come on, gotta get this thing connected, and come on, connect. Maybe I gotta go more towards the left. Hold on, let me readjust myself. Maybe this works, and we are now connected. That actually ended up working. And this is the barn where I think we're gonna be dropping off all of the pallets. So let's make our way over to the warehouse job so we can get this thing done. It looks like it is about 9 a.m. so the time is going pretty fast. So let's step on this thing. Or actually, you know what, let me make a left turn and then step on it. All right, and this thing is a huge trailer. It is not short by any means, so now we can step on it. Yeah, this thing is not fast at all, but it's a beautiful day. I don't see anyone. I'm not sure why everyone is not outside for some reason, but let's make a left turn on this street, or I guess in this intersection. We're gonna have to make a super wide turn. I'm gonna try not to hit the stop sign. All right, there we go. Kind of a very messy turn right there, and this thing is struggling to go uphill. Oh my goodness, it could barely go over 30 miles per hour, but this is the fun part because we go downhill, we can go 69, funny number, and then let's make a turn right here. Bang, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, where is the warehouse? Is that the warehouse? No, that's not the warehouse. That's like the salt area. There's a warehouse down here, but I don't think oh, it's right here. It's this one. All right, let me turn right into the plaza or into the store, and let me see. I think I'm gonna have to back. Oh no, don't. I forgot to put this thing into park. I think I'm gonna back into the barn or the garage. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of pallets to move today, and it looks like the forklift is right there. We're gonna be using that today, but first let me get this trailer back into the garage. Let's see how. I think I'm gonna have to go on the grass. Yeah, oops, my bad. Let me turn on my emergency lights, and oh no, you know what, I have a better idea. I'm just gonna go over here and back up from right here. All right, watch this, you guys. I'm gonna back this thing up like a complete pro. A little bit more. All right, so far I am doing pretty good. Let me just turn this thing. I'm gonna go a little bit off the road, and then I think we can finish backing this thing up. Awesome. Now let me just straighten myself out just like so. All right, and I don't want to go too in. I just want to make sure I'm good, and I think that is going to be good. All right, let me turn that thing off, and I think now, oh ouch, I just hit my head on the trailer. Now it's time to get on the forklift and do this warehouse job. So let's start by getting in, turn this thing on. Let me also turn on the emergency lights, and let's begin by collecting this first pallet right here. We're gonna grab this pallet, and then let's see, where should we put this thing? I'm gonna put this thing right at the end. So let me just turn right here, and then let me raise the fork. Hold on, I almost hit the back of the trailer. All right, I think that should be good right there. Hold on, let me just readjust myself. I feel like I was way too crooked, and I'm not used to this thing, but I think that is going to be good. Let me just lower this thing and unload it. Awesome. All right, we have our first pallet loaded on the back of the trailer. Look at this thing. Hopefully this thing does not fall off during transportation. I'm gonna cross my fingers, but for now we're gonna continue putting the pallets on the back of the trailer. Let's continue with our second pallet. So let me lower the forks, and then I'm gonna raise them back up so we can get it right next to the first one. So I think this should be, actually I don't know how close I want them. All right, I think that should be good. Now let me lower this and then unload just like so, and there we go. We have our second pallet on the back of the trailer. Kind of crooked. I'm gonna try to put it more in the middle with our third one. So let's continue, and you guys know the process. Lower the forks, and let's grab a pallet just like so. All right, I think I'm gonna raise the forks a little bit more, and then I gotta make sure I put it more towards the middle. All right, I think that should be good. Let me drop this thing, and would you look at that, dude? That looks way better. All right, nice. Let's continue with our fourth one. Let me hop in, and let me lower the forks so we can get the next pallets on here. All right, so there we go, and then let me raise them, and let's see, where should we put this one? Oh my goodness, I need to raise it a little bit more. All right, let me get closer, and let me drop this thing. Bang, dude, I'm really hoping these do not fall during transportation, or yeah, this is probably gonna be my last time doing this job. So I'm gonna continue grabbing the pallets and put the next one. Where should I put this one? Oh, should I put this one in the back? Right here, dude. This thing is definitely gonna fall if I put it right there. All right, screw it. I'm gonna be a little bit risky today. So let me place this one right here, just like so. Not bad, not bad. Definitely looks a little bit odd. Alrighty, I think we have 3 more pallets to go, but I think only 2 more fit on the back of the trailer. So So we're gonna try to squeeze in 2 more at least, which I think it can, but this thing is in a weird position. So I'm gonna move my trailer a little bit more back. So let me do this just like so, and then we can put our second to last one right next to this one right here. Let me just raise the forks. I'm gonna raise them all the way up. Come on, keep going. All right, nice. We're gonna put this one right here just like so, and I think we can squeeze in one more. Yeah, I think we can squeeze in one more. So I'm gonna begin by lowering the forks, and let's quickly grab this one because I don't know what time is it. Hopefully it is not the afternoon, because if it's the afternoon, I am kind of cooked, because that just means I'm running out of time. So I'm gonna grab this pallet and we're gonna place it right next to right here. Wait a minute. I think I can squeeze another one. Hold on, let me try to readjust this. Maybe I can squeeze another one. All right, I'm gonna do this, and it looks like we can actually put another one. Hold on, look at this. Look, we have space for another one. All right, I have an idea. I'm gonna grab this pallet right here. Let me just lower my forks, and then I'm gonna put it a little bit closer next to the one on the right, because I'm really sure that we can fit another one. All right, we're gonna drop it right there, and yeah, we should now have enough space for another pallet. All right, come on, this is going to be an insane clutch if we can actually do this. Let me back this thing up, make sure no one is behind me, and let's raise the forks for one last time, and then let's drop this thing. All right, I think we are now done. We got an entire trailer filled with pallets. Let me just lower my forks and turn off the lights just like so. Let me just get this thing parked right on the corner like how I found it, and we are done with this forklift right now. All right, so this is going to be the hardest part and scariest part, because we gotta take all of this entire pallet. Oh no, the door's closing. Oh no, the door's closing. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. No, open. Oh my goodness. No. Oh no. Oh my goodness, dude, that was so close. Wait, what happened to my other pallet? I think it fell to the back. All right, you know what, let's just get out of here. This is not good. All right, I'm gonna place this thing right here, and I'm gonna quickly run back and close the door. I don't want the people to get mad at me for not closing this thing, so let's close that just like so, and let's get out of here. Like how I was saying, this is going to be the hardest part, because we gotta make sure that none of these pallets fall, or I'm probably gonna be losing money, right? They're probably gonna find me, because these pallets are not cheap. So let's carefully make our way towards the location. I am super nervous, like my hands are super sweaty right now. All right, so far everything is running smooth, not bad. All right, nice. I'm gonna keep my emergency lights on just in case anything happens. Not that anything is gonna happen, but just in case someone sees me on the road, they can take precautions. So let's make a right turn right here. I'm going very slow, and let's make a right turn. Make sure we don't hit that stop sign. All right, so far everything is going smooth. We still have all of our pallets, and I might have to put this thing into manual mode just because we are losing a lot of power right now. We're losing a lot of power. All right, let's put this thing into third gear, and okay, so far so good. All right, any of the pallets moving? All right, not yet. We don't want them to move. Oh, actually, you know what, our pallets are going to the right side. Look at that, our pallets are moving to the right side. All right, let's start slowing down very carefully, because our pallets are not doing too good. They're all the way to the left side of the trailer, so let's carefully turn right here, and then all right, nice. All right, what time is it? I don't even know what time is it. It is currently 4 p.m. Oh no, we got like 2 hours left of the sun. Okay, so it looks like we have another giant hill right here. This is not good. Oh no, my hands are sweating once again, but slow and steady wins the race, right? I hope. All right, let's start slowing down, because we're gonna make a right turn right here. Careful, don't hit that stop sign. All right, let's check on the pallets, and the pallets are still on. All right, nice. We're gaining some speed right now. Let me slow down, because we gotta enter this driver right here. Let me enter this driveway super slowly. I'm gonna hope that I don't hit a mailbox. If I do, then I'll just pay him. But it looks like we are now at my buddy's house. We can finally unload all of these pallets. So I'm gonna get my thing parked right here, gonna leave the truck right there, and I think he should have what is it called, a forklift in here, but I don't see it. I think I'm gonna look for it. Dude, what the heck, what is he doing right here? That is a super weird location to have this thing. All right, so let me turn this thing on. Gotta turn on the lights, and we're gonna be doing a quick time lapse of me unloading this entire trailer, because this is gonna take a good minute, you guys. All right, so let's play the time lapse in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty everyone, we are now on to our last pallet. As you guys can see, I am pretty much finished with unloading all the pallets of seeds, and I'm gonna get this thing parked because I am freaking done with this. Alright, I think I'm just gonna park it right here in the corner. I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna be a nice friend. And then let me just lower the forks. I don't want anyone to get hit in the head, and that should be good right there. Awesome. So this is going to be a complete job. We managed to deliver all of these pallets right here without losing a single one. So I'm gonna return my friend's trailer back there, and let's hop in back in the truck. All right, so this is going to be a little bit difficult, I am not gonna lie. Or you know what, I could just leave it like the opposite way. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. It's gonna be easier for me. Or if not, I'm gonna be here forever. So I'm gonna leave this thing right here. Let me just quickly disconnect the trailer and let's get out of here. Let me just turn on my emergency lights off. All right, so I think we can now start making our way home. I'm not sure how long of a drive this is going to be, but with the magic and the power of editing, I'm gonna catch you guys over there. Home sweet home. It looks like we are now back home. I'm gonna get my truck parked in my driveway. And by the way, if anyone's wondering, the TRX is currently in the shop. It kind of had some issues. I took it off-roading very heavy. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, ooh, it's about to be 6. We finished the job in time. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next video. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today look at what we're wearing. I'm going to become an Amazon delivery driver in APM. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. And as you guys can see, we have the Amazon delivery semi with a trailer right here. So today's task is going to be to take this to the warehouse, pick up our orders, and deliver them before the sun sets. So we don't have enough time. Let me hop in, let me turn this bad boy on, and honestly, I was gonna turn on my beacons, but I don't think Amazon delivery drivers do that, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna drive right around here without hitting the building, and then we're gonna pull out and we're gonna make a giant right turn just like so. We went on the grass a little bit, but that is fine. No one is watching, right? I mean, hopefully my supervisor doesn't have any sort of cameras in here. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think he has cameras in here. So right now we're on our way to the Amazon house to pick up these deliveries, and I believe it's gonna be right around here. I might need to go to the tool store because I need some ramps so we can put the orders in the back of our trailer. So that is going to be the first task before we do head to the Amazon warehouse, which is located right down there. But thankfully we have the tool store right here, so let me make a right turn right here. Let me just widen myself a little bit so we could fit through here. Awesome. All right, nice. So I'm gonna quickly run into the tool store, but before I do, I need to turn on my emergency lights because I'm gonna park right here. All right, so I'm gonna quickly run into the store so we can get these ramps. RP store. Yep, that's my favorite store. Maybe because I'm an unk. I am an unk now. I am so old. All right, let me go inside. Let me see. Oh, okay, so the ramps are gonna be right here. I actually don't know which ramps to grab. You know what, I'm gonna go with these ramps. Oh my god, they're so heavy. All right, let me open this. Oh my goodness. Let me close the doors, and it's so freaking heavy. All right, let me go and put these in my pocket. Do not worry, they do fit in my pocket. Do not ask how big my pockets are. But let me hop in the semi, turn this bad boy on, and let's make our way to the warehouse. Let me just turn off my emergency lights because we do not need them anymore. So let me make a turn right here. Whoops. And then we're gonna make another turn right here. And honestly, I think one of these houses I'm gonna end up delivering, but I don't know where the orders are. So let me quickly check on which side it's going to be. So not there, so not there, and oh, it looks like it's gonna be on this one. All right, so let me open up the door just like so, and it looks like we're gonna be delivering a bunch of brand new ATVs. So it looks like everyone's been ordering these ATVs. I wonder if there's like a special, like a Black Friday going on. But anyways, let me hop into this thing, and we're gonna turn around because we're gonna back into it. So let me carefully turn, and oh, I almost hit the stop sign. But you guys know I'm a professional driver, so let me carefully do this just like so, and let me just fix myself because I feel like I'm a little bit too crooked. And let me get a little bit closer, and I think that is going to be good. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect because I don't want to hit the top of the warehouse. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's open up the doors. Ooh, look at that. There's a lot of space in there. And let me pull up the let me see, what should I do? You know what, let me get one of the ATVs a little bit closer so I can get an idea on where to put the ramps. So I'm gonna put the ATV right around here, and let's see, where should we put the first one? All right, the first one is gonna go right there. Wait, find a place to what? Why can't I place my ramp? Fail to place ramp, obstructed by another ramp. All right, hold on, I think I need to pull this thing forward. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna pull this much forward. I don't want to pull go too much forward because I don't want to be blocking traffic. So I think that is going to be, let me just leave my emergency lights on just in case anyone is coming by. I don't want them to hit my semi, but I'm gonna, let's see if this works. Okay, so it looks like this works. So let me pull this up and I'm gonna bring the ATV a little bit more out so I can get an idea on where to place my ramps. I think that is going to be perfect. Yeah, I think that's awesome. All right, so the first ramp is gonna go right here and the second ramp is gonna place right here. So I think technically this should work right here. Yeah, it looks perfect. Look how giant this trailer is. I wish I could add like a bed in here. I would like to like sleep in one of these. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. We don't have too much time, so let me hop into the ATV and let's go on top of these ramps. Oh, did I turn off the engine? All right, so we're gonna place the first ATV right here. We got that thing strapped down and let's put on the second and third one. So I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna turn this thing around. Oh, these things are super fast. I see why people are ordering these. These things are quite a beast. So I'm gonna place the second ATV right here. Oh, look at this. Let me just check that both of these are nice and strapped in. All right, and let's go inside this ATV right here because this is going to be our last one and we're gonna be ready to start delivering them to everyone that ordered them. So let me make sure I am good. All right, go up the ramp and we're gonna park it right behind the third one. Awesome. So we have all of our ATVs now loaded up on the back of the trailer. Let me go down. We're gonna remove the ramps. So let me close up the doors just like so. Look at that. APM. No, pretend it says Amazon. Let me close up the garage right here. What did I close this from? Oh, right here. Sorry, it's my first day on the job, so I'm a little bit new, but as you guys can see, here is my literal tag. All right, time to deliver these ATVs. And it looks like our first delivery is actually not gonna be right here, but instead near the police station. I believe there's gonna be a house down there. I'm not sure. We're gonna go check right now. But it looks like we have a stop sign right here, so let me slow down. This thing is super heavy. Make sure the road is clear and let's continue driving. Wait a minute, I think I see a house in the distance. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the house that we're gonna be delivering to. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be backing up into this thing, but I think I'm just gonna pull over right here and unload the ATV. Actually, you know what? 100% we can back into this thing. All right, let me get a little bit further up and come on. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't hit the mailbox or that is not going to be good. But look at this. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. I did not think I was gonna back up this semi. Anyways, I think this should be pretty good. I'm probably gonna put this thing in park and put on my emergency lights. And oh my goodness, you guys, my emergency lights did not turn on. All right, that's fine. We're inside a neighborhood, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let me pull up the ramps, put that thing down, and let's get in so we can get this thing delivered. Carefully unload this. Oh no, what happened to my semi? Oh, hopefully this isn't my last day of work, but I'm gonna leave their ATV right. Let's see, where should we leave it? I think I'm gonna leave it right around here, right under the shade. I think this is gonna be a nice spot so they can pick it up later. Well, I think I know what happened. I might have forgot to put park, but let me remove the ramps, close up the doors, and let's make our way to the second house because we're almost done because the sun is starting to go. What time is it actually? I don't know what the sun is. Okay, so the sun looks like it's about 4 p.m. I'm gonna try to turn right here. This is gonna be a super tight turn. Oh, this is super close. Oh my goodness, guys, I am the GOAT at this game. All right, so our next property is gonna be right here. It's gonna be located like at a farm. So let me make a right turn, slowly turn, make sure I don't hit the stop sign. Nice. And now we're gonna drive all the way down. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there's a farmhouse right down here. So we're gonna go there and deliver our second vehicle, or I guess order, but it is a vehicle at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but this is going to be the second house that we're gonna come and deliver the ATV. So let me pull in, and where should we drop this off? Ooh, we can drop it off like around, well, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna drop it off like maybe on the side of the house. Ooh, we can put it right in that house right there. I don't know what that is. It's like a little barn. I know there's a different name to it. I'm kind of blanking out, but let me put on the ramps 1 and 2 and let's go inside so we can grab this ATV. We're gonna go put it like in that barn I just showed you guys. So let me go around my semi. Ooh, this is kind of taking it. I feel like I'm taking it on a joyride, but let me go in here, open up the doors, and ooh, yeah, that's gonna fit in here. That is going to be perfect. Let me see if I can get this thing squeezed in a little bit. Oh, I almost hit the back. But I think that is going to be perfect. All right, second delivery is successful. Let me close up the doors and look at that. That was another successful order. So I'm gonna hop into the semi in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are now in the semi. I'm gonna back up because we're gonna pull out of here and we're gonna make our way onto the last delivery of today. I'm almost done with my shift, so let's pull out of here and we actually, oh no, do not go into the mud. And we're gonna make our way down near the drag strip. I think there's gonna be a house passing the drag strip. So we're gonna go check that out right now. But so far we are on time. I still haven't got any complaints from my manager telling me that I should pick up the pace, because typically the managers tend to be very strict with how fast you have to deliver the packages. But I think I've been doing a good job, so I haven't heard anything from my supervisor as well. But it looks like our house is going to be right on that mountain. Oh my goodness, there is no way I'm gonna be able to grab this semi and take it all the way to the top of this hill. Oh, I have to get some speed, so I'm gonna step on it. Oh no, this is super sketchy. Can I make it up here? Oh, I can. Whoa, I did not think I was gonna be able to get up here, but let me make a little turn right here and get as close as possible as I can, because we're gonna unload this ATV. And honestly, I think, yeah, I'm gonna drop this one off in their garage, because I really don't see a space where I could really put it. I don't want to just put it right out in front of everything. So let me first, where did my ramps go? I think I might have left them at the last property. Oh no, oh my goodness, look at this. I forgot the ramps here. I gotta pick these up before my supervisor finds out about this. But I managed to walk all the way back. I'm a little bit insane, but I managed to walk all the way back just so I could grab these freaking ramps. But I'm gonna walk back. I don't know if I have too much time. Oh, it looks like it's about 5 p.m. now. It's almost 6 p.m. So I'm gonna make my way back to the other house. I'm gonna have to walk there. Hopefully I do not take too long. Alrighty, everyone, after like what, a 2-3 mile hike, I managed to come back just for the ramp. So let's place it down, one there and the second one right there, and let me go in the back this ATV so we can unload it and finish our job. So let me carefully do this. Oh, a little bit to the left, and that should be good right there. So let me put this into the garage like I said. And wait a minute, did I not open this? I thought I opened it, but now it should be open. Let me just turn around, back this thing up, and it looks like they are not home today. So we're gonna drop our ATV right here. I hope they enjoy it and have a really fun time, especially that the summer is coming up. They're gonna have a really great time with that. So let me not forget to grab my ramps and close the back doors of my trailer. Look at that. And this is gonna be a headache. Look at what I'm gonna have to back into. Oh my goodness, I should have not done this. So let me get into the semi, and I'm gonna carefully back up all the way onto the dirt road. Hopefully yeah, I do not mess up, because if I do, then yeah, I'm probably gonna get fired. I'm gonna be so cooked. But hold on, this thing is going way too much to the side. Hold on, let me just readjust myself. I am looking not good. All right, one more. Come on. And okay, that's good. I'm gonna have to go a little bit on the grass and make a turn right here. All right, I think we're doing not bad. I can't believe I'm hitting the brushes though. I don't think I should be doing too much damage, but we're almost out of here. This actually has been a little bit of a headache, I'm not gonna lie, but at least we didn't hit their stop sign or their mailbox. But we're gonna make our way back to the Amazon delivery house. Or actually, you know what, I think I could just go directly to the gas station, so I can just drop off the semi and be done with my shift. So we still got one more task, and that is to pretty much clock out. So let me turn on my blinkers and make a super wide right turn right here, just like so. But anyways, this job has been pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if I should be doing more Amazon deliveries in my future videos, or if you guys, you know, want something else. Maybe I should work for a different company like UPS or something like that. I think that would be pretty crazy. But we have the gas station right here, so let me pull in. And where did I park? I think I'm just gonna park right onto this parking spot. Yeah, I think that should work right there. Or am I too crooked? Yeah, I am way too crooked. What the heck am I doing? Let me reset. All right, now this should be a better parking spot. Now that should be a good parking spot. All right, so I'm gonna get in my truck. Where's my truck? I don't see my truck. I think I parked it in the back of the building. Oh my god. All right, let's see. And my pickup truck is right here. Awesome. So let me turn this bad boy on, and we can start making our way back home. Alrighty, everyone, it looks like we are now back home. So let me get my work truck parked right up front. Yeah, I'm gonna park it right here. I think my TRX should be in the garage. Oh, look at that. Yo, I am crazy. Look how close I ended up parking near the garage. Dude, I'm crazy. Whoa, I'm really good. But anyways, I think that is going to be it for today's video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. It's the second day of becoming rich, and it looks like it's going to be another beautiful day, and we've got a lot of work to do, because in the last video, which was yesterday, we managed to make our first $700 by cutting some grass with my friend's lawnmower, which I think he took it to work. I don't see it anywhere. So we still have our rusty old bucket right here. I cannot wait to upgrade this thing, but sadly, maybe in next video we are gonna have enough money. But if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So in today's agenda is that we're gonna make our way to the trailer store, because we have enough money to buy a trailer. We're gonna use all of our money to buy a trailer. Initially, I was going to buy an attachment. I think it's called like a fifth wheel attachment where you can connect like bigger semi trailers on top of like pickup trucks. But the thing is that this truck is pretty much almost done, and putting so much strain onto the engine is probably gonna break it within like an hour. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait till I buy a newer truck and then get that attachment. But for now, we're gonna buy this trailer because we're gonna be doing some super heavy jobs, and we're gonna be helping out a company. I think it's called APM Seed, and we're gonna be helping them transport some of their pallets of seed. So we are here at the trailer store. Let me get this thing parked right around here. I'm gonna turn it off, and let's quickly check out the trailers and see which one we are going to buy today. So we have this huge one, which is kind of out of my budget. This one's over 10 grand. Yeah, this is over my budget. What the heck? Look at this, dude. This is not gonna be useful at all. This one's about like 300 bucks because it is used. It is pretty worn, but I'm not gonna be cutting grass. I am done with that. But next up, we have this trailer right here. This is, oh my goodness, this is also very expensive. It is out of my budget. It is currently over $10,000, which I do not have right now. But look at this. We have this pretty large trailer, or I guess it's a pretty fair in size to say the least. And although it is used, we can actually buy it for $700, which does mean we have to spend all of our money. But that is fine. It's going to pay off in today's episode. Our goal is to make $3,000. So let me get back in the truck and let's get this trailer connected to the rear of this pickup. So let me carefully do this just like so, and boom, we are now connected. Let's make our way to the company so we can start picking up some pallets and get this job done. But my wallet is completely empty. We are now back at $0, but trust me, each pallet we deliver is going to be $500. So the goal is to make $3,000, which I don't think is going to be too much of an issue in today's video. So let's make a left turn on this dirt road because I think the company should be right down here. Let me just quickly check my map just to make sure I am going the right way. And yeah, we're going the right way. Awesome. Let's see, where is this company? Is it this one? No. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's gonna be this one, APM Seed. I think this is gonna be the company that we are going to be kind of like contracting for, if that makes any sense. But here is the warehouse. Let's pull this thing over, turn it off, and let's open up the door and let's see what kind of pallets we're gonna be able to take. Hopefully the pallets do not fall off my trailer because this thing is pretty open. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Look, 1,000. Dude, we can actually make $3,000. We have the perfect amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can actually make 4,000. Awesome. I think I'm gonna try to go for 3,000 because I don't know how much daylight we have. But let me actually hop in the forklift. Let me get this thing turned on and let's start loading up the trailer with these pallets. So let me get the first one connected. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me lower the forks. There we go. Let's raise them a bit and let's get them loaded. Honestly, I should probably back the trailer into the warehouse because it's gonna be way easier. But this works fine as well. So let's raise this and let me carefully load the first pallet into here. Oh, I think this is gonna fit. Unload. Look at that. We got our first pallet. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's get our second pallet. Let me just lower my forks and let me carefully align myself so we can carefully grab this pallet and not break it. Let's get it loaded right next to this one right here. I'm gonna have to raise this a little bit more and let me quickly unload this. There we go. Oh, hopefully that does not fall. I think that's gonna fall. That is going to 100% fall. But let me try to get one more pallet loaded up onto the trailer. But here we have our third pallet. Let's see how this is gonna work. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of afraid that these pallets are gonna end up falling. I'm really hoping they don't. But let me put this one right here. All right, and let's make our way to the farm so we can get these first 3 pallets delivered. So let me carefully leave the forklift parked right here and we will be right back. Let me turn on this bad boy and let's turn around. Good thing the farm is not too far away. Actually, it's probably like 5 minutes away, but we still got those pallets on. I'm gonna drive super slow because I do not want any of these pallets to fall. So yeah, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna take my sweet time. But if we do the math, then we have 500. We have about $1,500 right here, which is not bad at all. So let's make our turn right here. We're gonna make some good progress. I could just help. All right, let's make a right turn onto this road just like so. And let's see, where should we drop these off? I'm not sure where I should drop them off. I think I should just leave them like right here. Yeah, I think I should do that. Hold on, let me throw this in park before I get out again. And oh, look, there's a forklift right here. All right, let's turn it on and let's get these pallets off the trailer. So I'm gonna see how I can wait, is there a ramps right here? Let me see. I want to see if there's ramps. Oh, there is, but I don't know if my forklift is gonna fit here. Let's see. Oh, look at that, it does work. All right, so let's load up the first pallet. Oh, hold on, I think I need to raise it a little bit. All right, let's load up the first pallet right here and then we're gonna get back on the trailer, get the second one delivered. What's going on, you guys? So my pallet's kind of glitched and it is now under the trailer. So I'm gonna have to move up a little bit so we can remove that thing. All right. Honestly, it does work in a little bit in my favor because now it's gonna be easier to pick this thing up. So let me raise the forks and boom. Let's put it right next to this one right here so it can have a little companion. But we are on the last one of the pallets on this trailer. So let me get this one unloaded and we're gonna place it right next to these two right here. So let me click unload and boom, look at that. We got 3 pallets. That means we got paid $1,500 so far. And I'm gonna leave their forklift right here and we're gonna come back because we still gotta do, I think, 1 more or 2 more trips. I'm not sure. But let me hop in, turn this bad boy on, and let's make our way back to the APMC warehouse. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back to the APMC company. So let's pull into their driveway. And honestly, I feel like I should just back up because that is going to be easier for us to load up these pallets onto our trailer. So let me carefully do that, just like so. A little bit more, and boom, I think that is going to be perfect. Let's hop out, get in the forklift, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna start loading up this trailer with all these pallets. So let me grab this one, let me raise the forks, and let's place it right about here. Time to unload this bad boy, and look at that, we got our first pallet onto this thing. All right, let's continue with the second one. Lower the forks, and let's see, I'm gonna try to get 4 on here. I feel like if we get 4 pallets on here, we're gonna save so much time. Oh, I can't see. All right, let's unload it right next to this one. Oh, dude, did it just fall through? No way. It just fell through my trailer. I don't know what just happened. All right, pretend that didn't happen, you guys. Let's place it right here, just like so. And let's grab 1 more because I don't think we can fit 2 more on here. One of them already glitched and is under the trailer. Let's continue with putting our third one right in the middle, just like so. And we should be pretty much done with this one. We're gonna make probably 1 more trip and then we should be done. So let's pull this trailer, make sure everything is good, which seems to be holding up. But I think what really scares me is kind of like that little incline because there's a chance that these could slip off. But so far I think we're doing good on time. Let me see what time is it. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's already 4 p.m. Dude, we gotta hurry up. I'm gonna have to step on this a little bit more. The property is right here, so let's pull into this farm. I really love this property. It reminds me of the one I used to have. All right, so let me turn on my emergency lights, park it right here, and you guys know the drill. Let's throw down the ramps, get back in the forklift, and let me raise the forks because we gotta get the pallet connected. Come on. Oh, there we go, there we go. Let me unload and boom, I think we need 2 more pallets. Let's hope that these actually don't glitch. So let me lower these forks just like so, and I'm gonna place it right next to this one right here. So let's do this. Let me unload it and boom. All right, we got 1 more pallet on this trailer, so let me quickly grab this one and boom, look at that. I think we're doing really good progress right now. So these 2 are gonna be 1,000, so 2,000, then 500 plus 500, it's going to be $3,000. We are missing, I think, $500 more, which I think we should be able to accomplish it with the last delivery. So let's make our way back to the APMC warehouse and I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back to the APMC. So I'm not gonna pull in because the pallet is right there, but we are gonna park right here. Let's hop out, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna hop into our forklift, turn it on. This one's gonna go right here, and while we're at it, we're gonna go and get this last pallet delivered as well. So gonna drop these forks and boom, we are now pretty much finished with picking up all the pallets from the warehouse, which means we can now park this thing right around here. We're gonna park it, and I should probably lower the forks. I do not want someone's eye to be getting poked out, but boom, park it, engine is off, and let's make our way to the farm so we can get this last delivery finished for today's day. But let's pull out of here. Let's make a turn carefully. Our pallets are still on the trailer, thankfully. As you guys can see, we are here at the last trip that we're gonna be taking, so let's quickly get this job done. I'm gonna quickly reverse this thing, and let me actually turn on the lights. And oh, hold on, I had to quickly open up the ramps. Boom, we got 1, and we need 1 more, you guys, and we're gonna be done with this job. Yo, this job has been pretty exhausting, I'm not gonna lie, but I see an open space right here, so let's drop it off right on this corner next to every single one, and boom, shakalaka. I don't know what that means, but we are now done delivering all the pallets. Look at this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and that is going to be $4,000 in our pockets. So let me actually pull up my ramps, and that is going to give us enough money for tomorrow, and it's going to help us get 1 step closer to becoming rich in APM, because remember, the goal is to become the richest player in APM, and trust me, I am going to do that. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the house, or I guess my shed, but I'm gonna leave my trailer somewhere around here. I think I'm just gonna park it to the side. I don't think it should be too much of a disturbance, but let's get it disconnected, and we're gonna leave our pickup right next to the tree right there. there where we got it today. So let me carefully turn into here. I'm gonna reverse because I'm pretty good at this game. I think we are now officially done with today. Look at the sun. Look at the sun, you guys. Don't stare too long. And home sweet home. Yeah, it's not too much of a home. Hopefully tomorrow we can have enough money to buy our own small house or even a brand new car, which I'm not gonna tell you guys. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on to the next one. Peace.